odd one.
Listen, I've watched this show. I can't be more handicapped because I'm retarded for watching this show.
Oh, it's loyal, and then
Maybe.
this happens.
No, it's not.
Why did you get a wig from the reject shop, you fucking idiot? Like that would have cost you $2, you fucking whack. What is it, for fuck's sake? Just get a fucking proper head on the and some ears, like proper ears, like a twitchy fucking ears, and some kind of like droopy eyebrows. Like it's not that hard. Like you've got the actor, just get it right, you fucking Jesus.
Rand's road of trials on his hero's journey was dealing with a drugged up best friend and a mid-looking black chick trying to sleep with him and then stealing his stuff and trying to stab him when he refused.
Yeah.
That's not epic fantasy. That's like a Tuesday night out in Atlanta. Like, how is this like an epic fantasy story? This is ridiculous.
Rand lifts up Egwene again, carrying her across the room as they kiss. He lays her down on the sheepskin rug in front of the dwindling fire, puts his body on top of hers. He pulls back from their kiss, and their faces are just inches apart now, the fire casting soft light on them. You know, my dad said I used to pick you baskets of berries to bring you when I was a kid, like some lovesick puppy. Sounds sweet to me. Rand pulls a small raspberry from his pocket with a roguish smile. He runs it down her nose and drops it sensually between her lips.
No. In Edmund's Field, women like absolutely dominated the entire social strata of like relationships and domestic life. By making it like this weird hookup culture, they actually made the women less powerful than they were in the book.
Flicker, 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 flicker. I have won again, Luz Theron.
Bye. I'm out of here. That was
What an intro! What an intro!
Great stuff.
Everybody is here. Well, not everybody yet. Unfortunately, we got to say off the very top, Trip is freezing in Colorado. She's got no power, so she can't join us. So we hope power gets restored. We're sending her all our love. We got her ratings for what we're about to do tonight, so her score will be reflected in all this. So everybody here is pulling for Trip, and hopefully we get to see her before the end of the night. But we got our fingers crossed. But with that out of the way, let's go through our quick expert panel. And by expert, I mean you guys have seen the show and are still alive. So Alex, how's it going, bud?
It's going. I'll be honest. I love the intro. Thank you so much, Lady B, for all the hard work you put in there, and can't wait to rip this Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I seduced myself. Nerdporial, what's going on? Painporial this time.
Yeah, because that's how I felt doing this bracketry today. So,
understandable.
But yeah, thanks for having me. Hope you guys survive dealing with me. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful.
Dealing with you.
And Steve, how's it going with you, bud?
I'm sad.
Okay. It's not going to get better.
You do not know how hard it was. Like just like Tech-Mex was saying before we started, whittling it down. Yeah, it was almost unbearable. It was painful.
Trip is in the chat, so she has not frozen to death. Excellent. If that changes, let us know. But how would she? Technically Mexican. Alan, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, well,
difficult task.
I was excited for this stream until I sat down and realized that we're gonna have to watch all these clips.
Yeah,
and I'm not happy anymore. So screw you for inviting me.
And you're Mormon and you don't
It's
drink.
the friends we made along the way. Come on.
Yeah, I forgot about this. Like, Steve doesn't drink either, and we invited him on a couple of rewatches, and I tried to do half of one with him sober, and it just wouldn't work.
Didn't work.
It didn't work at all. I wasn't even funny.
I do have a quick question though. In that intro, did you ASMR the entire leaked script?
No, just the finger blasting scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finger bang bang. Hell yeah.
Because the mat scene in the barn is pretty good too.
Yeah.
You should try that one.
Did I do? I have no idea. I don't remember if I did that one too.
You should read that scene and try and follow along like physiologically. It's actually the sex described in that scene is actually impossible.
I don't want to.
That makes sense given who wrote it.
Don't want to derail too much, but there's still there's a whole nother video in that for you because there are still a large group of people that don't know that exists.
There's a whole Madness that we can do if there's no episode or no season 3 next year. We could just basically pit season 1 bad moments versus season 2 bad moments.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That could take too much.
So the chat is telling us that Dane did in fact do the Matt in the barn scene.
I'm pretty sure he did both. Yeah.
All right.
You could just stop at one.
Alex, why don't you highlight some folks in chat and interrupt me when I'm saying hi? I'm going to lay out some of the ground rules, what's going on here today, okay? What basically happened was we're doing March Madness again. And we did this for season 1. We only got to 128 moments. But when I went up on the Discord, Alex's idea again, he was the genesis of all this. Let's do March Madness again because we're coming up on March. And then it was the challenge to see if we could actually get to 256 shitty moments. And we did. So Staple Bow in the Discord probably did the lion's share of these. ADO did a whole bunch of organizing of them. So big shout out to those two guys. I hope they're in the chat right now watching. But we basically cultivated all the input from the Discord of what are all the shitty distinct moments of season 2. And we ended up with 256. Which is about a shitty moment every minute and 45 seconds of runtime. So we covered off the entire season. So if something's not here tonight, it's because we already had 2 rounds of voting and we're down to the final 64. Now, anyone who knows how these tournaments work, seeding is actually quite important. Now, Alex and I did our best on the initial 256 to seed things fairly, but we didn't get it right. We did pretty decently. I think all the number 1s that I had, because I separated them into 16 brackets, all of those made it through, but there were a couple upsets. But I was always thinking ahead. At a certain point, this stuff needs to get re-ranked. I had some pretty big misses. Things like Matt throwing his Ashendari into Rand. That was, for me, ranked pretty low, but it made it into the final 64. And other moments that I thought were kind of egregious, like Alana getting double penetrated, didn't make it in. So with that in mind, I thought I'd get together a panel of experts. So we got Alex, we got Nerdporial, we got Steve, the Prophet of the Dragon, we got Alan, who's technically Mexican. We've got Trip, who can't make it because she's been snowed under. Pips, who's overseas. And Nathan might be joining late. He's a father and he's got other commitments, but he might be here later on. They've all submitted scores for these 64 shitty moments. We're going to run through them as they appeared chronologically / by character. And we're going to discuss the ones that actually sound like they might make it into the final 32. So if it's a low score, we're going to show the clip and we're going to encourage chat to start spamming what they think the rating should be from 1 to 10. Don't do decimals because you'll piss me off. Just give us a rating of 1 to 10.
We need
and
a decimal.
Whatever gets spammed the most, we'll probably put in as the final column. This is a critical thing. It's a tight contest for a lot of these moments. So one extra number can make all the difference. So please start spamming your rating as soon as the clip starts. But for some of these, because we got to get through 64 of them, we're not going to spend more than a minute, if any, talking about them. We're going to go through because if we spend 5 minutes on each, we're going to be here for 5 hours. So without further ado, no fucking fractions, okay? No, Aldan. No, God damn it, you're not.
We needed the decimals, man.
Right.
No,
right.
it's
In the meantime, I want to say thank you to Prophet of the Dragon for 5 gifted memberships. Usually there's something that I can figure out who got them, but I
got you. It was let's see, Thumb, Giar, Demodred, Kana Homebiz, Lady of the Balkans, and Kalu Dugo. That was a very good. It should be on the YouTube chat. You know how I am with pronunciation, but I got Thumb right.
I gotcha. Okay, I see where it's at.
There you go.
All right, and to everybody who got those, thank you. Feel free to shoot us a bunch of questions, and feel free to take advantage of a members stream that we should have coming up and do have planned. So that's good. And then everybody in the chat, engagement is more important than accuracy. So feel free to shoot off as many decimal points as you want. We'll work through them.
Okay. Should we get started?
Let's do it.
Shitty moments. Okay. So the first shitty moment. I'm not telling you how this was rated yet, but the first one, Steve, if you can bring up Alana grooming Egwene to get double penetrated. Oh man.
Hungry? No, thank you. I wanted to talk.
Let's boost that volume.
This morning, juggling 2 things at once. No matter what I do, it feels very messy.
When I
Gross.
first started experimenting, I found it very difficult to split my focus. You just have to relax and let go of all expectations. When we are used to one partner, it can be very difficult to open ourselves up to 2.
Oh my God.
Partner, my advice, focus on your own pleasure.
All right, I'm stopping it there. Yeah. I can't fucking handle it. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know. Like the whole you're gonna have to pick and choose what you show these. Holy crap.
Okay. The guy I want to ask about this one because he actually rated it the highest. Well, not the highest. There's 2 guys. Alex, why don't you take the run on this one and explain why you gave this an 8 out of 10 for awfulness?
Oh shit!
Pure, unadulterated cringe. Like when you watch one of these scenes, if this didn't give you the heebie-jeebies, I don't know what will. Like this was blatant sexual harassment. This was genuinely bad stuff. Like if you think the Aes Sedai are the good guys in this show, like this show seems to, holy beeping crap. This was
all right. And Alan, how about you? Are you taking this from a different angle? Like, did this offend you?
I don't like to use the word problematic because it's a dumb word, but this scene is problematic.
Wait, hold on a sec. You said we're not gonna... You both gave this an 8?
Yes.
Out of all that shit? Oh,
yes.
So,
this
scene is. This scene is. Said this was only a 4 out of 10, but.
This scene is legitimately troubling. It especially because Alana is in a position of power over Egwene. This scene disgusts me.
All right.
And because the writers thought that they were being clever when they did it, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're making it a metaphor. We're making the learning the one power a metaphor for sex." You could just see them high-fiving. Yeah! Oh, this scene's so good!
Well, it's especially bad when you look at it as we know from the leaked script that they intentionally wrote all sex scenes in the show are to be done
to empower women.
To emphasize.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, but this was one of those moments that is technically right at that threshold. Like, it's not a top one.
Okay.
We'll see if this kind of makes it going through. So I'm going to have to cut debate short on this one. But
God
what do we think chat is saying on this one? If chat wants to continue spamming numbers, I'm seeing,
I saw a 9 and an 8.
8,
yeah,
2, 8, 6,
9.
I see a couple of sevens.
You have not seen the power of this season yet.
Seven, 6.
You got to remember,
8,
we live in a
7.
world where the Ashen
Right,
is a freaking bedpost.
This is a 7 based on the chat.
Now, here's the key distinction. So, chat should be aware I enforced a suck budget on the panel. That means the panel is allowed to have 110 individually. That's
10 is high.
Number. Yeah, they're allowed to have 3 9s. Those are the rest of their final 4. And they're allowed to have 8 8s. And those are the moments that they're reasonably confident will reach the Sweet 16. Outside of that, they could rate whatever they want. There's no suck budget on chat, so we'll keep this with a 7. And let's move on to the next moment, which is Loyal and Uno are alive.
Yeah, you might want to skip around a little bit on this. Just pick your
appreciate
spot.
the 199 skipper. Let me pause this.
I can control it too, Dane, if you want.
Perfect. So we got a super chat from Mark Clark for $1.99. Thank you so much. He says, I do get how the rating works. I think that's intended to be, I don't get how the rating works.
If you think it's really bad, put a 10. If you don't think it's as bad as the worst moments, put a 1.
Yes.
1 to
or
10.
something in between.
On a scale of 1 to 10, yeah. So we're limited to, we can't rate everything a 10 for terrible.
Just because we have to get these seated, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can say 10 for
We
everything.
get that they're all bad.
Yeah.
But some are worse than others.
Yep.
That's the whole thing. We're trying to get them
dark friends
into a
know
bracket.
exactly where we are.
I know very little about this new tracker, this sniffer, Lord Ing.
That's enough of
That's
that.
good enough.
'cause
That's
it's
good enough.
It's just like they're alive. They were dead at the end of last season. That's not addressed. So this is one of those ones. So technically here, I'm going to ask Alan to defend his score.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually rated fairly high amongst the panel. I'm not seeing chat going that high, but Alan, you were the highest one on this. So explain yourself.
It just shows how stupid the writers are. This is an 8 for me. The
first 2.
The first 2. I had 2
How
8s
did you
right
do the
out
rest
that.
of the list? How did you survive?
It wasn't easy, okay?
Wow.
But I had to spread out my 8s. I have 1 8 for each character, but this was emblematic of the bad writing, especially because the show goes on to show you the damage that the dagger is capable of at the end of this season, and we just ignore it. Like they're just so stupid. It's dumb.
Spear. It's not a dagger. God.
Oh, sorry.
I originally had this. This was originally an 8. I had a whole bunch of 8s on my list when I was doing this today. I had to really measure the lower the episode 8 stuff with this. I was like, I'm gonna have to take this. I made this. This is 7.
So much of that. It's
Alex,
so many 8s went to 7s. It's crazy.
Alex, you did a review in chat. What is chat seeming to say on this? Is this more? This is kind of seeming like a little bit of a lower moment. Maybe it's because Uno and Loyal didn't really have that much bearing on everything, but we're saying this is like a 6.
Yeah,
I was going to say a 5.
I saw a lot of 6s.
All right.
When it comes down to it, they probably could have not been there anyways with their effect on the season. So, right.
Steve, I will have you know that Loyal gave an inspiring speech in the finale about
be a hero, Alex.
about how Bane, Chiad, Avienda, Ingtar, and Hopper are the heroes of the day.
Okay. Steve, let's tee up moment number 3, which is Moron leaving on her own and then blaming Lan for getting attacked.
This starts with the food table scene, so I could skip ahead if you want.
Yeah, let's skip ahead to kind of the blame part, if that's in here. There's a very dark fight sequence.
I did the front where she leaves, and then I couldn't find the blame part, but so there she leaves, and then at the end they're dead.
Oh, God. What aren't you telling me? I guess it's in episode 2. It's more like where she's like healing, like convalescing on the bench, and then she basically says the ultimate dick move and being like, "This is your fault," and it's just like, I saw the ending of the first episode too, but
I couldn't
let's
believe
just have let's have
the
chat
epic
spam
stab.
on this one.
The epic stab to the neck didn't make the list.
No, that actually got removed in the first 2 rounds of voting, so that was on the 256. But it looks like chat is saying. I'm seeing
Four,
I've seen a lot of 5s and 6s.
A lot of 6s.
I'm gonna call this one a 5. It doesn't change the result too much. But again, 64 moments. We got to get through these in a couple of these under a minute. So let's move on to number 4, the Dark Friends Social.
This one spawned a movement called TLM. Everybody, all right.
Frolics Lives Matter.
Come on,
how do you prove you're not a monster?
Let's get some TLMs.
How do you prove that the things you do are good or evil? Right or wrong? Look at this creature.
Technically, it's just Hungary was a separate moment that didn't make it.
So hard to be something.
Oh, was it?
But chat is really lighting up on this one. I don't think they like the take their daughter to work day.
It's the symbolism behind it.
All right, I think we're good on that.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. Okay.
Good lord, that's like a 9 from the chat.
They can't help it. They're just hungry.
There's a movement. TLM, baby.
Okay, you know what? This will help this moment move up. I'm not going to say that chat's not having an influence on it, but chat rates this one as a 9. That's the highest.
I don't even remember where I put it. It's bad, but that list is horrible.
You put it at a set. This was one that had broad consensus. It was bad, but not a lot of you guys were confident it would go into the Sweet 16. So there was a lot of 7s, a 6, and an 8.
I'm pretty sure this was definitely one that was an 8 originally, and it like just barely missed the topping block. Like it's like I gotta get rid of an 8, and it was this. Yeah.
Same.
Next moment, we got to get through these.
Yes, sir. What? Oh, shoot.
Beltane only.
The novice. No. This is the novice who struggles through the 5 different flows, even though she's been there for a good 6 months or more.
6 months.
Leave the bucket.
Oh,
drink that shit.
The
Drink
fuck
the shit.
bucket.
Threads of the one power.
Air, earth, fire, spirit, and water.
The Avatar. Oh, no,
When
sorry.
you touch these cliffs,
Everything changed when
She
Rafe
stumbled
Judkins
there at
started
the end.
writing.
Oh God! All right, chat. This was a
Long
stupid
ago,
moment,
the
but
book
you
cloaks
aren't
lived in harmony.
Doll, you got to be kidding me, bud. This is not a 7 moment. This is I think LPK. We're gonna give this one to LPK and JR.
There's a lot of 5s and 6s. Yeah,
This is a 5.
It's a 5.
It's
It's totally stupid, but
It's not going to go deep, so
No.
we can move on from it. All right. The next one is a bit of a combo moment. This is Beltane happening again. Doll.
Wait, oh, did
just
I
'cause
do
you
the?
stand-
Wait, no,
God
no,
damn
I
it,
did the
Doll.
wrong one. Did the wrong one.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's a 5, Doll. Come on, man.
Hey, maybe they're going off of like the lunar calendar.
No, I think Doll's
Wait,
just
why
doing a
is it-
7 because that actress
Oh.
is Danish.
I meant in regard to the Beltane.
Why? Hold on. That might be. I don't know. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah.
So it's not that Beltane in and of itself is bad. It's just that the show's established.
It's been
It's
7
been
months.
6 months since the finale, and
my
there was
favorite-
1 month later that was in season 1, and therefore they're doing Beltane again after 7 months.
My favorite part is the edgy music with Rand walking for the 1 second we see him in the Great Hunt show in the first episode. That's my favorite part.
That was a separate moment. Rand only appears for 18 seconds in the first episode. Was its own moment. It didn't make the final 64, so we can't do that.
I'm seeing a lot of spread here.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I think
I'm with Brian on this one. It's one of those.
I think that all averages out to a 5.
Hey, Nick
There's
Floyd.
no consensus.
Yep.
It's not going to matter because it's going to be a low-ranked moment and probably go out in the first round. All right. We got a couple more skips coming up. So the next one is Pern's wolf powers that give him
Plot vision, baby.
Plot vision.
Keep spamming ratings, but now for plot vision, guys.
Sorry, We were worried that you might.
It's turn into a werewolf. Come on. Come on. Do it. Please.
It's not that he communicates with wolves, it's he sees the past now. Or else there was a wolf inside this room. I don't know.
The way you describe this as plot vision was perfect. It's like, well, that's it. Plot vision forever.
Mark Clark is giving this one a 9.
Because I mean, it's also this was Flicker, you know. This is a fan favorite,
Yeah,
and that's what we got.
They were merging the two. I agree. So you know what? Chat's
It
really
was?
hating us.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
that's where
Flicker,
it's coming-
dude.
This was.
I thought it was I thought it was the other moment in the house. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
that
was
was
Flicker.
Yeah,
that was Flicker.
With
There's
wasn't
two
Flicker.
actors.
That Flicker's different. Flicker's later in the book.
There's two. Well, there's two Flicker moments. No, you're
Okay.
thinking about you're thinking the Portal Stones moment. I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's only read the books once. There's a connection between it all. But anyways, we'll give this one to Chat. I saw a lot of 7s. Chat's rating this as fairly high. Trip rated this one as an 8. And Alan, you only rated it as a 3. So...
I hate it, but it just wasn't.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's.
No, I
fair.
get it. I get that. I do. Plot vision makes me smile. So
Character assassination is more important to me.
we were so close to werewolf too. I'm so close. It's so close.
Steve, have you loaded up the next one?
Yeah, that's the next one. This is
right.
this was just.
You need a
Min's
teen
hair, right?
wolf like that.
Yeah, let me just
A bottle of wine.
You should let
It's
me work
mid
you one away.
haircut, everyone. It's just her haircut. The fact that she's got this.
If you go forward a little bit, you get a better You get a
dude.
little better shot of it.
We get the pure side shave. She's
There you
got a
go.
barber in prison, obviously, because this was the lowest rated among
6?
the panel. This was the least offensive.
Look who made it.
Yeah, I made it, but I'm just
Hey.
burning all the battery power on my laptop because
Oh no.
I need something to laugh at.
And
Man,
you joined for the worst
Hey,
moment.
A
worst
9?
moment.
Wait, Staple Bowl, you must be like drunk already. The 9 for her hair?
No,
This
he
is not a
said
9
later
moment,
on, if
guys.
it's just the haircut, then a 7.
Okay.
It's just the haircut. It's not Matt digging the other way that didn't make it this. This was one of those ones that it's just the haircut. It's Kim Jong Min.
It's the classic. It's the classic lesbian sci-fi haircut.
Yep, or fantasy, yeah. Yep, I'm thinking based on what we got, the chat looks to me like a 6.
That's still the highest rate. Well, no, wait. Other than
I gave
Trip,
it a
who
1.
this a 7.
It's like
Trip,
yeah.
defend yourself. Why did you give it a 7? Steve, you gave it a 1. Go at it.
Well, I'm glad you told me what I gave it because I don't have my spreadsheet on this laptop either.
I got you covered.
Because, men, really, that fucking haircut, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all that needs to be said.
Well, for
Come
me,
on.
for me, it's the 1 because it's the haircut on that person, on that body, on that personality.
She was ugly anyways. She wasn't going to be.
Yeah, the casting was already the worst.
It's already fucked.
Come
Let's just
on,
fuck the
she
hair.
is a- she is a pretty woman. Don't start with
Not
that.
in the show. they
Well, not
don't
in
do
the
her any
show.
justice.
Okay.
But the
This is an
person-
inconsequential moment. It might have bearing later on if we get there, but I'm going to have to put my moderator foot down and move us on to the next moment, which a lot of people in the panel here actually rated as quite shitty. So, Steve, you got that one up?
I'll be honest,
Yeah, it's
Luigi Frankbob right now has had really had his pulse on the chat voting.
He's voted on everything in the Discord. Prior,
Yep.
like this is he's been very engaged.
Luigi Frankbob. What? Oh damn! Oh, what happened? Did I have
Trip,
to
are you a min apologist
Sorry about that.
in the trio?
A men apologist from the
Do you-
show? No,
I
I
missed
hate
Oh no,
the-
no,
I missed
in the
the-
books.
There we go. Oh,
Is
it got
Min
skipped.
your favorite of the 3
mean?
girls?
Min is not a freaking lamp in the
Rep,
book.
we've already
Remember,
moved on. We're
Rand
on to
would have-
naive sword fighting. We're not allowed to talk about the past. Oh god, that sucked. Okay.
Yeah, The reason he handed her the sword there was so she would stick it. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So now that Trip is here, great. Because I'm giving first go at this one to Trip because she rated this one an 8 out of 10 as awful. So Trip, please justify your score.
Oh, on the Nynaeve and the sword?
Yes.
The sword fighting?
Taking this
because
from Matt.
Nynaeve would, as we all know, Nynaeve would not pick up a sword. That is not how she handles her battles. Plus, she is a healer at heart. She might have a big stick, but she's still a healer.
So Aldan is saying that this is technically a 12 out of 10. I'm seeing a lot of numbers.
So a lot of 8s, a lot of 9s.
Okay, Steve, you also rated this one as an 8. Do you have anything to support?
Well, I
mean,
Trip summed it up. On top of that, it's also a scene that probably one of the best scenes is one of my favorite scenes in the book that is just replaced by that utter nonsense. So, plus, on top of the character not ever being completely out of character, the sword fight itself is horrible. You got 2 warders there that are horrible. And we don't get the actual scene that we all wanted. So
the warder lore that they talk about.
Don't break a keyboard yet. But
sorry,
okay.
I only have my good one. I'll restrain myself.
So sacrificing Matt's quarterstaff scene. Now that I think about it, I may have underrated this one.
Too bad you ran out of 8s and you rated everything.
It's hard.
You
needed more
8s.
Fucking
7.
Yes,
I'm telling you. When Alex was like, "Can we get 16 8s?" I'm like, "Yes."
Okay, guys, we got to move on to the next moment.
It's up.
Which is
it's ready. This is oh god.
Do we have to show it?
Yeah, Rand murdering a bully nurse.
Oh, love this one.
Chat, start spamming your rating here.
In the Burning Man Festival, I forgot about.
Dragon Reborn just committing murder. Seething. I'm seeing 7s.
I skipped it ahead. We're not watching.
Yeah, I got this. I put this. Yeah.
You were mean to a mental patient.
Guys, this was Moraine's plan to have Rand murder somebody to get close to Logain.
I saw mostly 7s.
I feel bad that I had to downgrade this one. Oh god, this is painful experience.
Now,
a lot of 7s.
But Nerdporial, over to you. You rated this one as an 8. So
Did I?
What?
Did I?
Yeah. What was it about it? If you don't want to take it, I can give the Trip because she gave it an 8 too, and so did Alan and Steve. Like, this is a highly rated shitty moment.
Oh, I didn't even. I thought I rated this a 7 because I have my Excel up.
I think Gadfly explains it fine.
Oh,
it's the
okay character. You know what? It's completely fair that you rated it as an 8, Brian. If you want to swap it out, we can.
It was originally an 8. It was originally I downgraded this to a 7, at least on my file that I have on my computer.
Cold-blooded murder.
It is murder, and is it true? So it's confirmed that he killed.
Yeah, he stops breathing. He stops breathing
and
in
there's
the
like
scene.
bone-breaking sounds.
He just murdered him. Moraine's plan.
Rand would never do that.
Never.
Not like that. Not for that kind of reason.
Yeah, we don't want to get bogged down. Yeah, bad Dane. Bad.
He was a bully. All right. So the next moment we got.
Sorry, I'm getting it.
It's a bit of a broad one. You got it up yet, Steve?
I got it right now. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're gonna have to skip around this one because
So the moment
there's too much sexy time. I don't know what else, like.
Rand and Selene are fucking. That's what the moment says. We really don't need to go much beyond this.
Yeah, that's.
But I thought, Alan, you could be the one to take the lead on this one because I noticed a pattern in some of your scores that you seem to be pretty offended by some of the sexualization that went on, or at least the book series is PG, and this show is trying not to be.
Yeah,
right?
and
the book series is not PG, but
Yeah, it's a PG-13. The book says PG-13. When it comes to sex, it's fade to black always. Robert Jordan is on record saying, if you make erotic fan fiction, I will hunt you down with the hammer of God, and that's disgusting.
Lots of nude scenes, though.
It also completely subverts their entire relationship in the book. The Great Hunt is my favorite book, and this is gay and stupid.
A lot of nines. A lot of nines.
A lot of nines. People do
You know
not
what?
like this.
You only had 3 9s, people.
No. So the suck budget is
I'm
enforced
saying
on
us.
you.
I'm
I know.
saying us.
You know what? I think, Alan, you made a
Summed it up
pretty good
perfectly.
argument for that, and because this offended you, I think we'll go with chat and we'll give this one a 9 from
Yes.
chat to bump this one up.
This was a 9, and I had to bump it down.
Okay. Now the next moment is technically different. It comes a little bit later. I don't know if we've pulled a separate video for this one, Steve, because this is.
I think this is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think But
this is Rand whoring himself out for a place.
Skip ahead a little bit. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, we had the bad flashback. There you go. You still owe me, bitch. Take your penis out right now.
You still owe me room and board for this month. Don't be late. I'll have to charge you interest.
Oh my god.
He goes on to say, I can't afford your rates, so I'll be on time.
What do you think her interest is? Is that like a rim job?
I don't know.
Finger bang bang.
Wait, I'm wasting my laptop battery to hear about rim jobs? Really?
Yeah,
You
Rent
knew what
Boy
you were getting
Rand.
into, Trip. You knew what you were getting into.
I think the chat is a 7 on this one.
Solid 7 on this
Yeah.
one. All right.
That's what
I didn't pull another clip for the hair one. I figured we could just bring up. He's bald and still Rand right here too. So
I was gonna say right there.
Okay.
Rand
This is a good
shaves
point.
his head.
And we're going to save some time here, but the chat, just so you know, we're on to the next moment, which is essentially Rand is supposedly in disguise because he shaved his head and like no one.
So you can't
recognized
see
him
his
as
red
an
hair.
Aiel. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But everyone still knows him as Rand.
He still goes by.
Not even like.
Talene calls him Rand.
Rand.
Everyone who knows him by first name knows him as Rand, but he's apparently wise enough to disguise himself. So that's what we're. Okay, I'm seeing sixes. And Mark Clark, as usual, is kind of on the low end. But let's put that one as a 6.
Yeah.
And let's move on from that.
That's
We
the
are
last
now
one I have,
on to episode 3. So now our video master is Alex.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to have to do more chat engagement, unfortunately, because Alex is going to do more video stuff. But the next moment that we're going to go through is Matt abandoning Egwene when he sees her crying. Just remember how in character this is for Matt, you know? Always be there for his friends when the chips are down.
But specifically the women.
Specifically the women,
Yeah.
yes.
Character assassination, sure, because we all know I love Matt, but in the grand scheme of things, no.
So I
So much
battled
worse out
long and hard whether this was my 110 or if this was a 9.
This is
So,
horrible.
Alex, I was going to ask you, because and the floor is over to you on this one, because you did put it as a 9, but I'll have you know, Trip put it as a 3 on hers. So take issue with that, and then Trip, defend yourself afterwards.
Stunned
I'm
silence.
waiting.
Stunned silence. It's like
What is
weird, man.
there to say? It's utter and complete character assassination. There's no recovering from this moment. This was completely undermines Matt. Aldan is correct. There are not enough numbers for this.
Yes.
In actuality, this is a 15.
No,
Matt's
I stand by what I said. Yes, it continues Matt's character assassination, but that was done in the first 5 fucking minutes of season 1. It's not something new. It's not something tremendously impactful powerful in this
Matt,
particular.
Trip is saying is Matt is already meth, and therefore.
Well, but I need to joke. This is the point where they could have tried to start fixing things, and they chose not to.
Yeah, but it's still in comparison.
The point where they could have made him
time
something of a
too,
good
you
person.
guys.
Instead, it's a
But I
horn that tells him he's a good person. I'm a great guy because I blew a freaking olive oil bottle.
Matt's entire arc in The
tried-
Dragon Reborn is I'm giving up my chance at freedom because these girls need my help.
Well, I also tried to follow Dean's instructions and put an actual bell curve on it. So, you had to use a little discrimination. And Thumb is 100% right. But it still doesn't make this a very high moment.
Well, thanks for
in the scheme.
The key thing for this stream is we're going to rank it. It's an expert panel. Chat gets their input and everything. And at the end of the day, nothing's actually decided here with us, right? Nothing's. We just seed it, and we'll let the Discord, when they vote on these moments, decide who is ultimately right about this one. Is it Alex with a 9? Or is it Trip with a 3? And we'll see how far this one lasts. Okay, next moment.
It was a 9 for me too.
Yeah.
That one.
It was. Yeah, it was a double. Yeah.
That's a Final Four contender.
This one is Nynaeve facing no actual decisions in all of her accepted trials. So mom's dead, dad's dead. Do I stay back and die, or do I want to join the Aes Sedai?
Is this where the
was in
baby
all
explodes?
3 of them.
Oh, sorry. This isn't where the baby explodes, is it? Oh, sorry.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
That's in the third one.
Sorry, my bad.
So in essence, this is, again, it's a moment, but it's a broad one, and it's kind of, you assess it after the fact. But in the books, Nynaeve is facing kind of a choice in her accepted trials of, do I stay or do I go back? In all of the trials that she faces in the show, there's no real choice. It's like, get me the fuck out of here. Get me back home.
Yeah. The worst possible thing is happening, or I could go through this gate and it doesn't matter. It's like,
all right, what is chat saying on this one? Because this is
Saw a lot of 7s,
sevens,
a couple 8s, 1
Sevens
9.
and 8s, yeah.
I'm being chased down by angry archers, or I could go back where I'm safe. What should I do?
All right.
The gate always appeared after her friends had died too. Like,
yeah. It's like, why wouldn't she go through? It's like, Jesus.
All right, we're gonna come up on a couple of skips here because these simply didn't rate high enough along the panel. But chat, please continue spamming your numbers. The first one coming up is Uno dying how he lived, with a dick in his mouth. Well, that's enough of that. We're getting 7s.
Just makes me sad. I don't even remember where I ranked it, but it just makes me sad.
This was one of those that I had to downgrade, unfortunately.
Well, Trip
Me
is the one
too,
pulling down
Brian.
the average here, but okay, chat's looking like this is probably a solid 7. I know Robert Moore is saying okay, it's a 9. Jack R seeing 7s. All right, okay, we'll put a 7 down for this one. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the most famous line of the show. You got it up yet, Alex?
What are you two smoking about? It's been a while since you brought a new man home, huh?
We thought maybe you were slowing down in your old age.
Where does the third one go now?
Fuck off. Okay.
What? As if she doesn't have a mouth? Come on, really?
And then right after this, he goes and watches Land pee.
Yes. Someone asked Alana, where does the third one go?
Oh, Jesus. Also, I feel like we didn't talk enough about the fact that they seriously managed to find the only gay-looking Indian in the world. Like I know that's not like what's being called out in this moment, but as I was capturing that caught me.
I am seeing a bit of a bifurcation among chat here, but maybe it's just Robert Moore saying this is a 10 times 3.
5, 6, 10.
There are a couple tens.
Hey,
There are a couple tens, but I'm seeing a lot of 6s for this one, which is it's kind of it's a shitty line. We kind of all know where the third one goes. It goes in her mouth. So there's no mystery to it.
Is it her mouth? I thought it was.
What, her ear? Come on.
Well, that's 4 in her
That's
ear.
gross.
By the way, we had 29 in chat here. Let's hit the like button for these guys. Put a lot of work in for this. It's been a lot of fun. So let's hit that like button. Show our support for
Thanks,
the white
Steve.
folks here. Yeah. Man.
Okay, Alex, you got the next moment up.
Yeah.
You got 2 moments up, and I still see one. Okay, good.
Where's
You
the
got
third moment, Dane? Where does it
It's
go?
in the old tongue.
in your mouth.
What is this? Which one is this?
No. Oh, you skipped too far. No,
Land
this
does
is
not know who it's about.
Oh, it's just the land can't read.
No.
Oh, this is Dane's favorite
This is
moment.
Dane's favorite. This is the one Dane cares about the most. This
This
is
is the one
land
I-
can't read.
But I think you went ahead because we still have land pissing against a tree, don't we?
Oh, I got
Or did
that
I
one
change-
somewhere. I have music.
I have that one
Oh,
too.
sorry.
I have land can't read as 18 and land
I can
peas as
I can pull
19.
that one up.
Here. Wait.
Well, we're gonna mix up. People are already voting. What are we doing?
Illiterate Rand looks to be about a lot of 8s for illiterate lamb.
At this point, I'll fucking take it because I was going to take you guys to task for that one. But let's do land pissing against a tree right now. So
All right.
20 seconds of pissing.
Well, you know, maybe there was a no pissing sign there and land can't read it.
No,
He's just watering
this
the
is
trees.
literally this is Austin Powers evacuation complete.
And then she you're peeing.
Imagine
Ah!
Huh?
She just shows up behind him.
One of them always checks on me when I.
With a really
them always
creepy
checks on me while
smile
I'm
on her
peeing.
face.
I
That
really-
is one hell of a predator smile if I've ever
I
seen
really
one.
wish the line was one of them always checks on me when I'm peeing.
Yeah, and I can tell you which one. It's Maxim trying to
It's
scope out his
Maxim,
fucking
yeah.
dick.
Oh,
That's
the
what's going on
the
there.
last king of Mockier. he can't read it. He pees on. He's just letting her loose. All right.
Okay,
lot of
this one is
sevens.
looking like a 7.
Well, hey,
thinking.
Nynaeve's already drank the shit water, so you know
The
what's
chat's
next.
giving out a lot of
Couldn't even make
sevens. They're being pretty generous with these numbers.
Have you started
but
training
they
him yet?
No. Stop. We got to go back to
Now go back to land can't read.
land cannot
Oh, I
read.
thought we did land can't read.
I thought
Yeah,
we did too.
do it,
See
but we
the
didn't do
old
it
tongue.
justice.
Oh God.
What is
Dane
he
has
wearing?
to subvert the
The land does
stream.
not know who it's about.
Why is he wearing a cable knit sweater?
The Forsaken.
Stop. The poem is written in the Old Tongue. They said the daughter of night. The daughter of night in the Old Tongue is Lanfear.
Is Lanfear.
And Alana says, land must not know who it's about because the fucking poem said Lanfear.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Dane, it's really fucking bad, but in the overall, how impactful is
All
it
right.
for the worst moment in
Oh.
comparison?
It is the worst of... Mark Clark, fuck you, dude. It's not a 2. This is the worst one.
I'm sort of with Mark on this one. I don't.
Yeah, I know, because you gave it a 2 as well.
Yeah,
son
there
of
you
a
go.
bitch.
Me and Mark. So me and Mark. Me and
I
Mark.
get-
This is a full
I gave it
panel
a two. I gave
give
it
it,
a. I gave it a
Dane.
2 as well. But if you want to take my 8
Yeah,
from,
I know. You gave it a 2 as well.
We're
So this
comparing
is a
this
full
to-
panel
to-
discussion here.
to
What the
Moraine.
hell is up with you guys?
if you want to,
Flaming
if you,
Rand is
I've
dragon.
been swayed.
No.
I've been swayed. If you want to take my 8 from Loyal and Una, we're still alive. You can have it.
No, I'm not going to do
Don't
that.
pay.
Jack-
No, do not
Because
ever
every-
pay to Dane.
Every March Madness needs a Cinderella story. And all I'm saying is, based on these ratings right now, this might be a giant killer. Like, it might come up against your favorite moment. And guess who controls the late night ballot drops? Guess who controls the the tabulation and the tie break and all the other decisions.
Wait, so are you just telling us don't bother voting?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying every vote counts, but some count more than others.
I am gonna run an.
Sometimes you pull boxes out from
campaign
underneath
to
the
make
tables
people
in the middle
vote
of the
one
night.
on it.
You have no idea what kind of ballot harvesting operation I have going already, Trip. I got California style fucking going already. Okay.
Do we have hanging Chad action happening? Is that
No.
You started training him yet?
2004. Okay, so we're on to the next moment. Rand
Rand Al'Thor.
seeking Logain was somehow Moron's plan all along.
This is so bad.
Start spanning, chat.
So fucking.
Mark Clark's saying I won by 80 million votes. I'm just going to say 81 million, bitch.
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Just whip out your radio flyer in the middle of the night. Truck them in.
Okay, we don't have any more to say about this. Was a short moment, I guess, but
it's just.
Over to Alex on this one because Alex rated this as an 8. He was the only one who basically burned kind of a Sweet 16 moment on this one.
I mean, what is there to say? I mean, this really does just incorporate Moiraine's plan. Step 1, convince Siwan to move Logain out of Tar Valon. Step 2, somehow communicate with Rand in the wilderness that Logain is at the mental facility. Step 3, trust that Rand gives a shit enough to come get him. Step 4, don't check and make sure that it happened. Like the process here is nonsensical garbage.
Step 5, murder a man to get in position.
Yes. Yes, trust that Rand is going to murder an aide.
Step 6, be sure to get wine.
Yes.
Because
oh my god.
Because Logain isn't going to tell any of his secrets without wine, unless you ask him nicely, in which case he will.
Okay, let's move on to the next one, which I believe is the Demone ball gags that they can just spit out somehow.
Oh my god.
Is this 21?
Or are we on a different set of lists?
So I'm sorry. So
That's 21.
Mine's 21.
Yeah, I had this downloaded.
So this scene is technically from episode 8, but episode 4 was really when we got a lot of the pacifier shit going around. It's just kind of why we put it where it was in the whole ranking.
What?
But if they were able to spit
mine
it
was
out,
a 9.
you had an 8 Trip, and that was still the highest, and that's why I was going to turn it over to you to kind of justify why you're the lone 8 on this one. Why do you think this will make the Sweet 16? The pacifiers.
Oh, I didn't have this one as a 9? I must have really had to do some shifting around. Because, number 1, they look so fucking stupid. Number 2, it's probably about the whole, silencing women thing. We're just going to stick with my first reason. It's so fucking retarded, okay?
Wow.
How's that?
Okay.
It's horrible.
I'm not sure
it's
what I think
cringy.
I think
it was unnecessary.
Yeah, I know, Trip. I'm just saying. I think you just browbeat all of chat into giving that an 8 with you. So okay.
No, chat was unanimous in 8s from the beginning, but
I mean, there was build up to it too, because we were just wondering the whole season, like, is it the one power holding these in? And then you get to the finale, and she just
spat it out.
I love the sound that accompanies
or was it like
it.
a Tur Angrial that let them like find other channelers? No, he just spits it the fuck out.
The sound that accompanies it too. It's like it sounds all heavy. It's like clink, 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 clink. It's like, dude, that thing's like a binky. Come on.
I have the answer. Rafe was trying to answer his little joke about where does the third one go. That's what the pacifiers are for.
What, to protect your mouth from Bland's dick?
To demonstrate. This is where the third one goes.
Yeah, it's a mouth guard, you know?
No, I mean quite literally. There
this
is a
is so
comment
gross.
somewhere about how women's voices are silenced, and that was the justification for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's so gross.
Have you started training him yet?
No, fucking see, he hasn't. God damn it!
All right, Alex, you got to load up the next one. I'm sorry.
Rand
next
knows
mo-
where the third one goes.
The next moment for chat is Rand ditches his new girlfriend for the mad woman who just stabbed her through the
You want
heart
me
and
to
slit
stick
her
it in
throat.
ya? Oh,
I haven't. I couldn't. Because that is Lanfear, daughter of the night. The most dangerous of the Forsaken.
Her name is Celine. She owns an in the Forgans.
She's been lying to you, which I never can.
Yep, he just nopes out. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with this chick, not Celine."
Everything wrong with that.
I think LPK's right on this one. Rand is a natural passive total bomb, therefore 7.
Big fan of the idea that Rand just goes whichever woman is the bossiest around him at all times. He's not wrong. It's very in character for Rand.
What chat's all over the place. Can you guys kind of like coalesce on this? This is making it difficult.
I
for
don't
me to
even
read.
remember where I did it. It just.
You know what, guys? I
About
think,
a 7, I think.
yeah, let's give it to Max because Max has had some shit takes earlier, but I think he's right on this one. So we'll just make sure that he feels appreciated.
Seven is extremely fair for all the fucking things in that whole thing.
Yeah, it averaged about a 7 beforehand. I know you were a little light on this one, but
This was originally another 8 that I had to downgrade to a 7.
Yeah.
I think I went into brain rot, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, we
I
got a
don't.
couple-
It's bad. It's terrible.
We literally have 42 more moments to go, so let's bring
do
on the
it.
brain rot.
Why is Egwene's binky bigger than hers? Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know. I had that question.
Is she
as
the
well.
Uber binky?
I was gonna say this
She's
guy's like
being
a
silenced more.
Coming up.
keys.
Hello,
here's a
Egwene
moment
is the
that
main
we
character. She has to have the
Guys,
biggest binky.
We gotta go. This is a moment that you guys, for some reason, didn't rate high enough. I think this is going to be another dark horse, but this is Leandrin castigating the Shan-Chan for doing slavery 5 seconds after doing slavery. Let's go.
What you do to these women is an abomination.
Anyway, I brought you 3 women, so
I brought you 3 slaves.
The more I
But
can
what you do to
forget-
them is just terrible.
The more I can forget Leandrin was in this show, the better. I think that's my like.
It is wild to think that she is basically the main character of this season, and yet if you think about what she did, she's basically worthless. This is the only thing she does plot-wise that's remotely relevant. Everything else is
They
just
gave
filler.
her all of the screen time.
Her
I
dark
don't get this.
passes. She's
Chad is basically saying this is 5s and 3s, a couple 8s here, but I think this averages
five.
down to about a 6. Unless
Yeah,
you guys want me to put it as a 5.
No, I think that's.
I think this is a 5. We got a lot
I
of
gave this a
6s.
5.
Okay.
5
Alright,
is
yeah.
5.
Color me shocked. I thought this would rate a lot higher, but this is obviously why we're doing a group ranking and not just leaving it over to me. So
Yeah, I think that it's incredibly stupid, but just
But
like
it's not the worst?
It's enveloped by
It's
even
just on par.
stupider. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
next moment is Min's aunts, who we were all excited about when they got cast. What are we gonna have about Min's aunts?
It's wonderful, isn't it? Seeing nothing. No longer being a carnival attraction.
Who are you?
Min
I
the
think
Dark
this is-
Friend. Oh my god.
Did we cut this a bit? No, okay, we cut this a little bit.
Yeah,
too
I cut
late.
this short. I apologize. Before her aunts are cackling like the evil stepmothers. Yeah.
Min the Dark Friend didn't make the list, did it?
Min the Dark Friend did not make it out of the round of 120.
What the hell did it lose to?
Which is, yeah,
I can
really
look that up.
surprising.
I have, yeah, but but here's it's all the issue of seeding and ranking because I think it came against the top one.
It had to have. Yeah,
Right?
it had to.
Yeah.
It had to.
So it came
did.
against an actual pretty high rated one, and that's why it did make it. And that's what Min's haircut did, and that's why I've got potentially a relegation zone later on that we'll talk about. But
I agree. I think we'll backstage do a an emergency substitute of a couple of these.
we'll have to see where the rankings land. But in essence, what is chat saying about Min's aunts and the crystal ball?
Yeah, remember this
really hate it.
6, 9, 8. A lot of
Remember, this is not Min the Dark Friend. This is Min's aunt.
It's not Min the Dark Friend. It's
basically
that Min is a carnival freak.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
It's
which
basically-
in the grand scheme,
they treated
doesn't
her like
quite-
a fortune teller next to the bearded lady. That's this scene.
It lost.
Okay, let's
Staple
get
Bow
into
said
it.
it lost to the spear moment, so that explains it.
So Caleb Hines is saying the aunts are a 2 and Dark Min equals an 8.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't think that's incorrect.
Yeah.
We'll do
I
a sub
would
on this
agree.
one, guys. We'll backfill this.
Oh.
Oh, LPK, don't bring up the sandwiches. Come on.
Oh,
The sandwiches
sorry.
are coming later, but the thing is,
Fucking.
if a moment gets rated very low, it might fall into the relegation zone where we might bring back some of these moments that didn't make it to the final 64. That's why
It's like the
low
Premier
score-
League up in here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Giving low scores is relevant for this chat. If you think this is why is this in the 64, then give it 1s, give it 2s. Okay, that's kind of what we're trying to drive at. There's still stakes at the bottom end.
Yeah, all those 9s and 8s, they were voting for Dark Friend Min for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm giving this one a 2. That's going to drop Min's aunt down a little bit. So we're now to moment 25. This is Moron's great plan involves a never sleep again phase.
We need food, clothing, and fast horses. Then
And
we'll ride
coffee.
for a few days.
Lots of coffee.
Sleep when we sleep
Oh,
eventually.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous thing we could possibly do.
What are you talking?
We need toothpicks and eye-opening devices and coffee.
This was
and heroin and get all the coke you can find.
Wait,
Adderall.
All we need is a fucking
Okay.
8-ball.
Okay.
5-hour energy. And we'll be
So I'm going to make a defense of this, and I'm going to say this is the sort of thing you do when there's nothing better. Like, what was Moraine supposed to do in this scenario? That let's not sleep for 2 or 3 days just gets you 2 or 3 days. That's the only possible
no,
defense
no.
I have for it.
There is no defense for this because what the plot actually does is be like, okay, this is what forces Moron to go talk to her sister and, get some realization, some personal growth, and then tell Rand to go talk to Lanfear in the dream world and trust or whatever. But if she had any ounce of forethought when she was plotting her plan to go murder Lanfear, she would never have done it in the first place. If you had any forethought, the earlier steps of her plan would have been ruled out. I murder her. I take Rand away. We get on horses. We do a bait and switch. We get away from her, but then we have to sleep. What do
Okay.
I do then if I have to sleep? You cannot formulate a plan where you have I can never sleep again being one of your steps.
Well, I mean, the idea is that that isn't the long-term plan. That is the plan to survive until until you get a miracle. When there is no path to victory, you extend the game until as long as you can until a path to in the hopes that a path to victory appears. The problem
I'm seeing
is
some pretty low rankings in the chat.
Yeah.
5s and 6s.
Chat, you suck. This is going to be a dark horse, but I'll rig the election. Don't worry about it. So we're putting a 5 for this one. I'm so disappointed in all y'all. Okay, but let's move on.
Bane, you don't just get to pick your choices.
Oh,
no. Son of a bitch.
I even had to downgrade that.
Downgraded much.
Mars.
So I was looking at the rankings, and it appears that Trip gave this a -4. Trip, can you explain what that was about?
What did I give?
You gave this one a
the
7.
outfit. She is pro Lanfear. You got to remember. So like, she saw that Lanfear was the queen of Mars, and she's like -4 sounds good. We got to give it a break.
Yeah, he's got
What,
some
sex
wimpy
wheel?
ab action going on there. Damn it.
Well, he was busy driving cars. All right.
Okay, I'm seeing all kinds of 7s,
Seven.
some 8s and
There's
6s.
some
Is
eights
it kind of
and six.
averaging as a 7? You think?
Yep, that's a 7.
Dude,
Fuck
did
chat.
we-
I don't even. I God
Do
damn
you
it.
guys
I
remind
gave this
me-
a 5. I'm with
You
Gadfly.
don't like my never sleep again. Is going to
Can
be the ultimate dark
hey,
horse, you
so
guys.
can you guys
There are a lot.
remind me? Did we all call this being some bullshit sex wheel type deal? Like, I feel like when we saw the screenshot of this, we're all like, this is some completely contrived nonsense.
Yeah, it was a Twitter of Time sex fantasy thing.
Oh,
Because they all started cooming about his cum gutters.
Well, okay,
But-
so
He doesn't
come
even
on.
have
We
good
know
gutters.
this is a play.
Oh,
on
he's
Wheel
got
of
a pretty good
Time.
6-pack, and that's
The
what you
Queen
call
of
cum
Mars.
gutters.
No,
Huh?
this is okay. So we all know this
She
is a
broke
play
the
on Wheel of
field.
Time, but then they put Lanfear in a BDSM outfit opposite him. Come on,
Every single one.
a dom.
Is this
outfit.
after Herschel Walker shouldered them into the wall and cussed them?
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry. Shit.
I was exercising Dane's moderator powers there.
Thanks. Okay, we got to get on to the next one because technically the Rand and his cum gutters on the sex wheel.
She broke the
It's not-
3 oaths.
Every single one.
You dumb fucking bitch, Elaine. Oh my god. What's the second oath?
Ballsack?
No, it's not to create a weapon for one man to kill another, and that's
Yeah.
the one that Leandrin didn't break. So Elaine is an idiot. What does chat think? This is one of those moments that requires like a.
Oh, is this
higher
Elaine is an
order-
idiot? Is that
Oh,
what this is?
Yeah, Elaine is an idiot because she doesn't know the 3 oaths. Egwene doesn't know what Aes Sedai means, and other novice didn't know what the 5 flows of the 1 power were.
She made a weapon of flows of air.
Yeah, but not for one man to kill another.
Yes,
no.
guys, we know this is low. 4 4s and 5s.
That
Because it
haircut's
requires a
pretty hard.
second order of understanding for it to be okay. Fine. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm with the 5s.
I can accept this one is not going to make it out of the round of 64, so we can move on. All right.
Ilock fight battle was better than that one. Oh, sorry.
Guys, we're through 27 moments.
We're doing pretty good. We're doing better than I thought. We're doing okay.
Yeah,
It's only been an hour. All right. Okay. I've been
guys.
Yeah, I think we're doing okay, Dane. I think we're doing well.
It's
Keep it
not
going.
just like Trip. How's your battery power going?
Dane's been riding us harder than
I think I have a couple hours left, but I'm also charging my hotspot phone off my laptop. You know, it's a process.
Do you have power back yet?
Nope.
Okay, then I don't know how you're doing that. Maybe you're on a recovery
That would be
bike.
because I'm smarter than you.
I think Trip just has a laptop battery the size of a car battery. So.
She's got a fucking diesel generator just running, or she's got one of those Genetec like gas ones. Anyways,
Dane, we're making good time. You've been riding us harder than Rafe rides his scripts.
Oh,
Stop that. That's disgusting. Okay, we're on to moment 28. Plan the jailhouse
Tell us the
snitch.
truth, Alan Mondragoran. People will
Snitch.
tell you where you stand if you don't.
We found the dragon wall.
You
Oh,
motherfucker.
you snitch.
See, that's when he goes,
Snitch. All right, chat.
you wish,
start
and cuts
spamming
them
what
all
you
in
think.
half.
Lamb could have killed all 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Take out Alana first, and the other 2 are no match. He should have just sliced
All
them
he
all
has to
in.
do is just go along with the sexual advances.
So
and
I
kill him.
got to give this one to Alex to basically talk about because this Alex rated this one high, gave this an 8, so he's very confident this makes it to the Sweet 16. But also in a produced video, he said that this was the single moment involving Lan that offended him the most. So, Alex, go ahead, bud.
The continued and eternal cooking of Lan Mandragoran by this show is disgusting, and in a better world, it would be Exhibit A for the Rafe Judkins war crimes trial.
Oh my god!
But we're all mean because we wanted him to kill Mask him or whatever the hell.
Oh, that's the one thing that this does have in favor is that it caused side actor / Rafe Judkins' boyfriend to
Kratos
storm out on Twitter.
Future Kratos, yeah.
Shut up, Steve. Don't even talk about that.
Wait, what
also, I will bet you right now that Maxim plays one of Kratos' wartime companions that they regularly flash back to. I will put money on that right now that happens.
All right, guys,
will they be more than friends?
Yes, of course.
It will be hinted at.
Yes.
Mark Clark is calling this one a 2.
Oh, I don't think I don't even remember what I did, but I don't think it's 2.
Don't worry, I can look it up. You said it was a 7.
Yeah.
This is another 8. This is another 8 I downgraded.
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah, same.
So what do we think Chad is saying? Chat's all over the fucking place on this one.
It's bad on several levels, not just because the snitching, but because of snitching.
All right, you know what?
He's pussy. He's a
I feel bad
coward.
for calling. I feel bad for calling Max out on an earlier thing. So I'm going to give him the last word on this. I'm going to give him an 8 like Alex, and that'll boost this moment up. We'll see how it survives then, if it makes it into the final 16, Sweet 16, like Alex is suggesting. All right, let's move on to moment 29, which is Lan wonders why Logain is still mad.
I offer you an asylum and you're a madman still.
You dumb fucking shit. You think
the fucking idiot.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot about that line. Okay.
There's this thing, Lan. It's called the
Come
One
on,
Tower.
Chat, you got to start spamming this. Do you recall any asylum everywhere that heals madness?
The fucking
asylum. I was gonna say therapist doesn't even heal mental conditions.
Well, especially this particular kind of madness.
There is an asylum in Wheel of Time, season 2. Why is there an asylum?
So quick break here. $1.99 from Mark Clark. He's justifying his horrific rating of Lan being a snitch because Lan was already destroyed.
That's Tripp's argument, right?
Mark, we respect all opinions here. So
I don't think technically that came in kind of after we've settled on the previous moment. I think that 2 was in response to this one. Why is Lan still mad?
No, he was defending his old rating.
Mark, clarify for us which one you meant.
That's how I felt about it too.
Also,
same logic.
Even as the one that deals with the super chats, we do not let you super chat your way into a vote replacement, though maybe that's one we can consider in the future.
It's a great idea.
Dane's already talked about rigging the election this whole time.
Oh yeah, this is
if you give us money, we're willing to change all these numbers.
Flip Dane at 20, and you can put whatever you want on this list.
Sending alcohol.
Yeah, I gave it. I think this one was just dumb, and so I just gave this a 5.
Mark
I did have to downgrade this one. So yeah.
Mark Clark did just clarify this is for the Lan snitch comment. So
okay.
So
in that case, Mark, I apologize. I do not mind people rating this low, as many have said. This show is stupid. It's not, dramatic character assassination.
All right. Well, it sounds like Chad is kind of leaning towards. I think a 5 is a healthy middle for this moment.
Yep.
It's kind of in line with the panel. All right, it's a dumb line, but this is never going to survive to be the worst moment of the show. It's not even going to survive the final 34 or 32.
Just real quick, because I don't want to bog this, but it also just besides the whole stupidness of the the line. It shows how stupid the writers and the people that did this. They don't even understand the madness. It's like, God damn.
Well,
Like,
they don't either real life madness either.
they don't understand anything. What am I talking about?
They've
God
never left.
damn.
They've never left their studio apartments
Guys.
in California. They don't know how the
Guys,
real world
the,
works.
The one insane person they actually profile and give lines to is Errol, who's supposed to like train Rand with the
The
sword.
Uber swordsman, yes.
But his mental condition is basically Drew Barrymore from 50 First Dates.
True.
Yeah.
That's the only mental condition that they know about, so that's what they gave him. All right, let's go on to moment 30. Lanfear murders Leandrin's son, and she's just fine with that.
Yep. I want to give James Alexander a shout out for being extraordinarily consistent with his policy of if Lan is on screen, it's a 10. Like,
We reward consistency. Yeah.
And that's why I'm here, to do what you can't. A gift only one woman can give to another.
What?
Wait, I forgot about that line. How does that even? What? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
The gift that only one woman can give to another is murdering their son.
He was 95. And
What
he
does that
was
even
gonna die
mean?
anyway.
What does that mean?
You've been keeping alive unnaturally and torturing. Like,
so I think the actual
No, Alex.
thing.
I had this written out. I have to give the first word on this one to Trip because she is the one who gave this moment a 1. Why is this not that offensive, Trip? Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I'm texting a coworker that's asking about my power situation, and I did see what you were playing, but now it has left my
tell
brain.
your
I'm
coworker
sorry.
there's important business being handled.
So, remind me again, which moment was this?
This is
Leandrin murking Lanfear murking
the-
Leandrin's kid.
Again,
It
this
was
was kind of a
95.
bell curve situation, and even though it was pretty egregious, the whole thing was, I
It's
just
James'
kind
fault.
of thought, in the overall scheme of things, again, that it wasn't that impactful as far as in its
Yeah, it was-
terribleness.
it was
Yeah, but as a
utterly
woman,
fucking meaningless,
maybe
which
you can
makes it
shed light.
worse.
Maybe you can shed light on it because the line
No, she's
that
not a
Lanfear
birthing
says.
person. She wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
What?
not a birthing
Excuse me.
You said that in, like, the
Excuse
first
me.
rewatch. You're
My
not a birthing
ex had
person.
fucking 6 children. Bite me, Dane. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying?
No,
what were you saying, Alan?
Lanfear, before she does the murder, says the gift that only the gift that only a woman can give to another woman, and then murders her son. What does that
The
mean?
murder of another son? Like,
Well, I know when I murdered my first child, it was
Wait,
my
what?
no.
You
wait,
know
is
what?
this an abortion thing?
I don't think
Is it?
that really registered me when I saw that scene
Yeah,
because
it's a shit tesseract.
that's just as bad as, the whole to be a woman is to always be alone and never be alone bullshit that they had in
Well, that was a
season
setup,
1.
and there was a payoff in the 8th
So,
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, what was
No.
the payoff? What do you? What
I'm so confused. What is happening?
is it? Is it because? Wait, no. Is it because Rand is a woman and he's alone at the end?
No. The payoff was right when Nynaeve sacrificed herself for Egwene at the end of the first season. Come on,
Oh, 'cause-
guys, it was really moving.
But she needed to repeat the line? It wasn't very obvious to me.
Did I just have an
I don't
aneurysm?
know,
What the fuck was happening?
maybe
We're taking 5 minutes on a moment that I said skip unless Trip makes it because of the snowstorm.
I know. We
Yeah, well,
congratulated
I-
ourselves for making good time for the first hour, and then
Oh,
we just,
push her off
Yes.
the tower.
Stop.
please.
My fault.
Can we
All right,
both just jump?
guys, wait. I
Save
still need
us
to
some
know
pain.
what the hell did Trip or not Trip? What did chat say about this moment?
I didn't see any.
I didn't
a
see-
lot
I
of
didn't even see any votes for
Let's
that
give
one.
this one to
so-
Lady Balefire.
gonna
Lady
say-
Balefire said this one's a 3, so that's good enough.
that works.
Okay,
Excellent
so
call,
this
babe.
is Moron and
Dane must
Swan
be
are
drunk.
60. Yeah, I'm totally hammered. Moron and Swan are
war.
60 during the Aiel War.
It's been so hard to think
It'd be so
about
great
any
if they
future
jumped
beyond
off
these walls, and
of the
I think
tower.
about us, where we'll end up. He's not in this town.
Bored.
It's gonna be in London as a CIA agent in Slow Horses. Oh, sorry, my bad.
All right. This is another skip moment. We shouldn't dwell on this too much. I see ADO's given this a 1. Staplebow's given it a 7. That's kind of odd. I'm seeing 7s and 4s.
A lot of low numbers there.
Trip is saying I'm so oppressed, but
I think I gave it. I don't know. I think I gave it a 1. I don't.
You gave it a 2, dude.
Yeah.
And
it's
Alan
dumb,
gave
but
it
it's
a-
not going to make it far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Call it a 4. Moving
All right,
on.
I'm giving this to Mark Clark as a 3. That'll push it in low.
LPK is on the same way. 2 for 2 losers that should have jumped off the.
Ouch. That's harsh. All right, next moment. Women can only detect other women channeling with a talent.
No, we
but
skipped that one.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's not get into this one yet.
Wait, what is this? The one? Is this the winner?
No, this is the first
Chapter 1 of The Great Hunt.
Yep.
Starts at the end of episode 6.
So what we have to do, I don't know if you picked this one up yet, Alex.
Well, I don't have a clip for this one. Let's just
Okay.
go without the chat rating it since we don't have a clip for it.
It's Rand
chat,
talking
start
with
rating.
Swan Sanche, right?
This moment is that women can only detect another woman channeling because of a talent. But what Logain reveals to Rand is that men can see each other glow. Because when Rand meets Logain, they do a flashback to where Logain saw Rand up on the balcony and he glows a nice golden thing. So they're basically doing the
talent?
reversal. Yeah.
I thought the knots was the talent. It's both?
There are tons of talents, dude.
Fuck off. Holy
They're just
Well, then how
what they're making to be talents is not book canon, but the fact that there are talents.
How do
is
the
book
Damane? How do they test for Damane then? It just
That's one of the problems with it
That's
is it's horribly inconsistent.
So they're saying that one Damane is the only person that can detect people. That's why she goes.
No,
around
they're
getting people?
saying they
He has
found
the talent?
some demonic, and this is why we thought that stupid pacifier might be a fucking detection.
Oh,
tool
yeah,
on
yeah,
Real.
okay.
That could explain it all, but doubt it. It sounds like it's more like, all right, 1 out of every 20 women who can channel can detect other women who can channel. It's a talent.
Oh, jeez.
Likewise, that and it's. We'll get to that point where it's like Age of Legends tying off weaves. They're saying that's a skill, not a talent, so it's something that can be learned. But the moment in question here is they've reversed the Sidar Sidene mechanics, because it used to be that women could see each other glow, whereas it was a lot harder for men to detect channeling in each other.
Wait, so
Okay, what's the chat saying on this one?
I think the chat has this about a 5.
All right, let's put a 5. Sorry, we don't have a clip for this one, but let's move on to the next one.
Logain
which is-
also saw Nynaeve glowing though in season 1, didn't he?
Yes.
He glowed brighter than the sun.
The sun.
You're talking about the show. Yeah.
The false dragon bullshit. Yeah. 5 heads.
Is that that's just
Oh,
part of
God.
his talent? He sees glowing people.
Yeah, he's
they're
just
everywhere.
glowing.
They don't know they're glowing.
Guys, this moment is chapter 1 of The Great Hunt, begins at the end of episode 6 of season 2.
I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
Not really.
It's okay. It's kind of chapter 1.
No, not really.
It's more if we let
no.
this scene linger another
Yeah,
5
yeah.
seconds, we'd see
Oh.
everyone arriving in the courtyard.
Yeah.
That's kind of more what.
Yeah.
When
That's
the
a good
arrival of the
point.
courtyard of all the Aes Sedai come, that's actually chapter 1 of the Great Hunt. So what this moment is supposed to represent, and why Staplebow and ADO and I, when we were writing this all up, how it was deemed to be a moment is essentially they started saying we're going to do 2 books. We're going to do the Great Hunt. We're going to do the Dragon Reborn. And we're going to do it in 1 season. And my reaction to this was just like, oh, great, we're finally at chapter 1.
Yes.
Yeah, we
All
spent
right,
the whole
so
season.
They
spent the whole season not adapting either book.
I'll take the loss on that one. I also don't have a clip for 33.
Which one's?
Oh
33?
fuck!
I saw a lot of fives.
That's
for
this
that
one. That
Dang.
wait.
I saw a lot of fives
of-
for that one.
Okay,
lot
let's
of
put in a
fives.
5. And then number 34 is Logain trains Rand for all of 30 seconds. Do you have a clip for that one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
He does? Oh, is it? Oh, Logain. Sorry, I thought I heard Lamb.
Surrendering, Tweed boy. You are now a master. That's it. Make it yours. No pretending, double hiding. If you want power, you take it.
The key thing here, 30 seconds.
Careful, boy, don't take too much. You could burn yourself out. Let go, boy. It's too much.
My powers have doubled since the last we met.
If only we could have a scene as powerful as that.
Yeah,
A lot of 4s and 5s.
Yeah, just remember that scene allowed him
Now
to murder
I
Turok with a weave that could end all wars. Oh, sorry, my bad.
They do the same thing with sword fighting too. He studies the sword with Errol for 2 seconds.
Well, the funny thing is, not to get off track too much, but we'll talk about that when we get to Turok.
Sorry, I derailed.
Yeah, no, we could talk about how stupid, because the excuse they give for why he just murders him.
So we saw a bunch of 4s. I see we're seeing some later scores that might be a bit higher. So I think I'm going to upgrade that one to a 5. Not that it matters too much.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Nathan about it if he was able to make it, because he actually rated this one quite highly. But let's, in the sake of time, let's move on to the next moment. Moment 35. Rand convinces Lanfear to show him Egwene in the dream
Is
world.
there anyone you'd like to see?
My dad. Oh no.
No. That's not an issue here.
My
The
side
issue
piece?
is, no, he's got a jealous girlfriend now.
We just finished reading book 5 too, where that's the reason why people die.
Yeah.
In excruciating fashion.
So I want to ask Nerdporial about this one. He didn't rate this the highest. Alan, you did out of everyone, but Nerdporial, you just finished reading The Fires of Heaven, which has a big climax. Is this fitting in any way, shape, or form with Lanfear's character? And like, why would Rand do this? Like, isn't he just putting Egwene at risk?
I mean, Lanfear doesn't like the idea that Rand had something going on with somebody else
at all.
She's totally fine with.
I mean, the fact that Kadir revealed that to her, and he thought he was safe. So this makes no sense.
His skin removed like a balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she walks out with his skin.
Yeah. Like, that's nuts.
Maybe Rand was trying to get her killed,
Yeah, maybe that's the play. That could be it.
Because he's like,
Because she pegged him in Faldara, and he's still kind of sore about that.
Yeah.
What I forget. What does he say
he's
in
moved
the
on,
scene?
and he's maybe he's already having dreams of 3 other women. I mean, he's seen men, so
I forget. Does he say does he literally say in the scene that she's his girlfriend or something?
That's in an earlier one where they're kind of confessing to each other that, like, you remind me of someone, and he's like, I'm trying to forget someone because of, and blah blah. Like, it's
Lanfear knows he loves her.
Well, and really, if you think about
This
it,
is
the only
looking like
reason
a
why Lanfear would do this would be
I
to
saw a lot of
torment
7s.
Rand.
Yeah.
Yep, I think this is a 7.
This is a 7.
I rated it high because of book 5, but yeah.
Let's give Trip all the talking points on the next one, because she rated it the lowest, and all y'all said that this one was really fucking bad. Well, not really, but like at least the second round bad.
Is this 36?
36. Matt gets teleported to Falm. So why did he go to Kyrian?
So Min could be in the
Why did he
season.
go to Literally?
Oh man.
Literally, what was the importance to get him to Kyrian?
So Min could be in the season.
So the reason why I rated it low is because basically, again, yes, it's very bad. However, it's simply incompetence on part of the writers with really set up and no payoff. I mean, it's not, like the Ashendari or the Horn or the other things that we're going to come to later that really kind of destroy the IP or the character. It's just stupid fucking writing.
I think I get Tripp's main MO when she was writing it. I think what she does is if what they're doing is subverting their own stupid plot, she doesn't care as much.
You guys have all seen the tweet, though, right? From Ruth Jenkins about, yeah? Time teleporting across the map. He drags Game of Thrones season 7 and 8 and insists that they're not going to do this in season 2, and that's all season 2 is people teleporting across the map.
Well, it's not teleporting. All he did was make a map where everything is one day from every other place.
So,
and actually, Dane, I think you very succinctly put how I didn't even think about how I was rating that, but you're correct. I mean, the writing is stupid. They're incompetent. We already know that. So for me, it's more about, respecting the material and what Robert Jordan did and the characters.
Well, you know what, Tripp? I think Chad is agreeing with you. And although this was rated higher by almost everyone else, I think I'm going to put this one down as a 4 from Chad.
Yeah, I saw a lot of 4s.
That from Max and Caleb and others. So I think that this overall rating is going to drop. And let's move on to moment 37. We are more than halfway through.
Good.
And let's get...
episode 8 dominates this. When we just crossed the halfway mark.
We're on episode 7, and we're halfway through.
Stories in the Age of Legends about the Forsaken's powers. A skill that's been lost for thousands of years.
Fucking whisper talk. I can't believe that's not in here.
Yeah.
Hello.
But if you caught that, the moment here is basically they've established that tying off a weave is a lost skill from the Age of Legends, like traveling is.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Karenni in season 1 had wards.
Yeah.
And Leandrin in this season was not actively channeling, but had like people shielded in the ways and whatnot. Like, it's such fucking bullshit. And the thing is, with this one, it's so contrived because all they wanted to do was like hang the mystery on all of us. Like, is Moiraine stilled? Yes or no?
And everyone knew what the answer was. Anyone who...
No, I took them at their word when the show said, "Oh, I've been stilled." I thought, "Oh, okay, good. Thanks for doing that." But then they reversed it on us and they said it's because no one has known how to tie off a weave for 3,000 years. I went completely fuck off. The Karenni chick did it in season 1. What the hell are you talking about? This one offended me as someone who knows the lore.
Well, it's a writing technique that Rafe uses called masturbate and switch.
Wait, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that for a second. So I'll let you guys debate while I go switch.
Really?
I don't think there's much to really talk about here, other than it's just like laughably contrived bullshit. The chat seems to be about a 7.
It's freaking Land presenting this too.
All right, Alex, you take the lead then. Move on to the next moment.
Jesus
I have
Christ.
to take a bathroom break because I'm getting loaded.
Okay, so we don't have a clip for number 38.
That's a land the thruple.
Oh yes, number 38 is Luz Theron, Ishamael, and Lanfear were in a thruple in the Age of Legends.
Which is bad, but also only really hinted at.
I was gonna say, did anybody rate this particularly highly or low that you want to make a strong?
I don't remember.
No,
but
I was
don't
average.
think so.
I got I did a 7. This was a 7.
I was a 7 here as well. 23, 27.
It made me mad, but it wasn't like specific to a character that they were assassinating, so it didn't make
I gotcha. Chat looks to be about a 5 on this one, I believe.
Alex,
I see 8s, but I also see 2s. So
you rated everything a fucking 7.
I did.
other than like other than your suck budget, everything was a 7.
I was 16 hours into this project when I started rating them after getting all these clips. So
Oh, fuck you. I saw you playing video games on Discord, man. You can't lie to me.
yeah, that's true. I'm not saying I couldn't have done a better job. I'm saying I hit my give a fuck limit.
All right. So the tying off of weaves, we have chat as a 7. Chat, what are you guys saying about the thruple?
Thruple seemed to be about
it was a 5. It was a 5.
Not a okay. That seems about good. All right. Moment number 39. Matt gets his memories. We think from the Zoolander tea with the 2 Finnish midgets.
Is that what happened?
Like he knows he's one of the Forsaken, right? Or
No.
is he just assumed Dark Friend?
He's just assumed I'm an evil soul.
Well, no, I'm talking about Ishamael.
Huh?
Because
no,
Ishamael offers him the tea, right?
Wow. A lot of 8s and 9s here.
And Matt just willingly drinks it.
I thought he got the memories from the horn.
No, I have no idea. Our community really hates what
I thought
they've
this
done
was just
to
like
Matt,
a,
and that's
I thought it was
largely
just a
because they
fever
all love
dream or
Trip.
some bullshit.
No,
I think Chad is at a 9 here.
There's a lot of
in part, guys. This is, and I'm going to put a 9 in here for chat to boost this one up. But this is in large part because the news coming after this one's going to suck. Okay. I got to do a preamble before we start anything on this one, but just going back to the previous moment, because we don't think Matt is going to Ruidian because he's already got his Ashandarai. He's probably not going to get his memories from anything else. It was from a fucking tea party, so that's why that's so bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna.
But he goes through a dream sequence after that too, where he sees stuff.
Yeah.
So
where another woman yells at him.
So guys, we are finally at the moment that 4 out of our panel of 7 rated 10 out of 10.
Yep, this one's winning. This one is a wagon.
This is going to be the number 1 seed. It even if chat rates this as 1 out of 10, which it's not going to do.
It won't affect the average.
I think there are going to be a ton of 10s coming out of this. So I have a note here. Let's ask the entire panel as we kind of go through this. But what this is basically, this is the message of The Great Hunt. As Alex has said several times, The Great Hunt is a book about teaching a boy how to be a man. Later books are about how to teach a man how to be a king, etc. and whatnot. But this one is boy to a man.
And there's only one rule.
The number 1 lesson that they get is basically what comes to you is you face it on your feet. And this seemed like throwing a bone to the fandom. Like, we know you've been wanting this.
And then pissing on it.
No.
Do we start talking about it?
This is not pissing on it, Alan. This is basically strapping you down.
Okay.
Pissing, shitting, doing all the most ultimate desecration of it because...
There's one rule above all others for being a man. Whatever comes.
Face it on your knees,
face
baby.
it on your feet.
Get on your knees and...
And for the
And
rest
30
of the
seconds
season,
later,
he's on his knees. And the only time he's on his feet for the rest of the fucking season is moving to another location where he can kneel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is
it's the symbolism. It's the symbolism too. It's the
It's terrible from a meta perspective. It's terrible from an in-story perspective. It is it's terrible from a book accuracy standpoint. It's terrible.
And there's
across
no way that they could have done it without consciously knowing what they were doing.
It's immediately after. Immediately.
I got it. I gotta ask Brian, Painporial, Nerdporial, why'd you only give this an 8, bud? Come on.
Yeah.
Because because of the fucking suck budget. That's why I put other stuff higher.
Do you want?
Is that the lowest number? Is an 8 the lowest this got?
Hey, yeah, but Trip did it too.
And it's for the same exact reason, because I had so many 8s and I already picked my 10. Most people should know what my 10 is, but
it's
yeah. So it was that, oh my God, I can only have 3 9s. What the hell? So
it's my fault, apparently. But
it is.
It's like, but honestly, guys, we can move on from this one.
Yeah.
I think this tournament has a favorite, and it's this one right here. It's
100%.
Face it on your feet, and then he kneels for the rest of the season, except when he's moving to the next place to kneel.
It's a front runner for sure.
This moment is Rand asks Lanfear for help, and Matt's
for mass
murder.
murder. Can you get me out or not, Lanfear?
That outfit, man. You
now see that's right there. My favorite.
Did you cut that, or is that
No.
how the show cuts?
That's how the show did it. I did not cut
Oh
it.
my god!
Oh my
the show
really?
does it.
Yeah, no, I did not cut that at all.
Chat starts spamming
I thought
your
that there
scores
was
on
at least a
TNI
little bit
here.
of separation.
Nope.
But that's
No,
it.
she immediately starts murdering
Oh,
people
gosh.
on his behalf.
So this one was a 9. I had to choose between this one or the last one. You guys gave me shit for it, but I gave this. I chose this one as a 9.
I mean,
You know
he's
what?
already
Brian
murdered
just
on
picked
his own
for it.
behalf, though. So this is just
Brian,
par for the
all's
course.
forgiven.
Kill count of innocence of Rand is going up, man. Holy crap!
And
I was gonna say,
Steve,
chat's
you
pretty
rated this a
happy with-
9 as well.
There's, there's 9s here.
More Rand murder.
There's a 10,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to put a 9 here from chat because that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right.
It's very fair.
So the
I'm
next
tired.
moment we got is
What if
you
I'm
are
tired?
the water.
What if I'm
that-
tired?
Oh my god! Kill me. Just
You're
pour
the
it.
water.
What if
more
I'm
looking
tired?
at her that
Being a
hurts.
spoke in the wheel.
You're not a spoke, boy.
You're a thread.
You are the water that turns the wheel itself.
Oh,
Get on
fuck
your
off.
knees.
God.
Dashes it to pieces.
That's God. Or what's the? Is there
No,
a name
it's
for
the one power? The,
Kriya,
the interaction of Satan and Saidar. That's the force that turns the wheel of time.
Get on
In the
your
metaphysics.
knees.
All right, chat. You got to spam new scores for just this one line from Swan Sanche. We're getting it 7s. I see a rainbow. That's not a number, Max.
That's all the numbers.
No, that's
It's an 8. We
Maybe-
count those.
okay. Maybe those are like
we got
7 colors.
32
in, the
in
rainbow.
chat. Let's hit that like button, guys. Come on. Let's get it over 30.
Okay, it's looking like it's probably a mode and a mean of a 7, so I'm fine with putting it a 7 and not wasting too much more time on it. We're at an hour and 45, so let's go on to our next moment. And guys,
Are we in
hopefully-
episode 8?
Yes.
We are in episode 8.
Oh
And
boy.
This is the first moment from episode 8, so
Okay,
we've got like
Can we just put it out there real quick before this was really hard having a limit for
Guys,
this.
Look at this
Yes.
guy.
Guys, I am so glad I did this because I
The
just so you
rainbow's
guys know,
over Nathan, by the
no,
way. There you
Nathan gave let's
Rainbow Nathan's.
let's remove this for a second. Guys, Nathan gave a great heads up early on that he had appropriately family commitments earlier on. So I sized some of these or scoped some of these moments so that we'll give Nathan kind of the first word on a lot of these. But I'm very glad he's going to join here because we're coming up to a moment that he actually rated quite highly, and it's right as episode 8 is about to start. So these are all episode 8 moments from now on. It's like a third of the total. We've got 22 to go. Alex, let's play this shit. This one is Egwene is the one who fights the final battle.
You cannot face down one of the chosen, child.
I am no man.
Just stand there and don't move the entire fight, please.
Oh man! And remember, she just got yeeted
Wait,
across
no,
the
wait,
whole like.
guys, you guys have it all wrong. Okay, this is foreshadowing because she did the shield when they shot the fireball thing, right?
No,
I mean,
okay,
wasn't
guys.
it obvious?
I originally had this as a 10, but
I
there
don't
was
remember
something.
what I
There was something
No,
I had
guys.
to choose.
Nerdportal had to drop this down to a 9. Pips from over in undisclosed location full of sand had this as his 10, just so you know. And
That's fair.
Pips's
That's
rating is feeding into all of this. And Alan, technically Mexican, has got this also as a 9, but let's give this over to Nathan to discuss his 8.
Let's pull
So
him up so
this
we
is
can
in
see
his
him.
Sweet 16.
Move him up so we can see his face.
Oh wait.
Let's
How
kick
do
him
I do
out.
that?
You don't want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Why did say, man? Now you're putting him
Hold
on
on.
the spot.
No, I'm appropriately getting ready for this bullshit.
What are you drinking?
We're way ahead of you.
I'm drinking local Whiskey War Double Oaked.
Sweet.
Yes.
I had to
It's-
take. I had to take out the blade and bow for this one. Jeez.
So Nathan, you've
Yes.
got the first word on this moment.
Oh, it's
and-
hot garbage. It was a 9 for me, but so what number are we at? How far are we through the list? Just so that I'm aware.
40.
We're on moment about 42.
Okay.
Now,
43 of 64.
43.
Okay, so we got about 20
we've got
left.
2/3, but all of the episode 8 moments are coming up.
Yes, this is the first of episode 8. So we had
Christmas.
we had
Hold on.
22 of the 64 were in episode 8.
Excuse me. I'm going to go stab myself in the dick with this. So when I originally ranked 110 just like you had instructed, and then you said, well, you can only have 3 number 9s. Well, I had 10. So when I
Yeah.
got rid of 7 of those, then I had 34 8s to whittle down to 8.
Wait, that's the whole list.
Pretty much. When you include all the 7s, I pretty much have, I think it's about 45 of them are 7 or up.
Okay,
So-
Nathan, don't feel bad because I'm pretty sure Alex did the exact same thing, except
'cause he's a
when it came
smart
to
guy.
when it came to a 7, he just stopped because everything not a 10, 9, or 8 is a 7 in his scoring. So you're not the least discriminating.
Well, okay, I will say Min's haircut, I ranked it a 1. So, it was so fucking worthless. But this scene right here, it's this whole, I'm going to push back on this stuff because it's still whammon power. We're going to degrade Rand, which is why it was originally a 9 for me. But the other ones that I actually did have as a 9 were a little bit more impactful because I think they affected the main characters more.
All right. Now,
Wait,
Brian.
isn't Egwene the main character though?
Oh,
Nope.
shut the
She
fuck up,
absolutely
Alex.
is.
So I've only seen the show. I haven't read the books.
Brian,
Right.
Brian, you
They've
had
done
this as a
something
9.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
Do you think this is going to make the final 4?
Yeah.
You must. If it's a 9.
Yeah. I mean, like you guys know how I feel about the last couple of books, but I still adore The Great Hunt. I still adore the ending and the way it played out. And this is just
awesome.
Yes, this is just awesome.
Exactly how I pictured it. 100%.
So, exactly. And then, but I had this as a 10, but there's one thing that's even worse that's connected to this. I'm sure you guys know what that is.
Absolutely. Rand is on his knees at the end. Oh wait, sorry, we're talking about something else.
No, it's coming up.
I know what he's talking about.
I know it. Yeah, but I'm looking at chat.
It could be several.
And I'm very comfortable putting a 9 from chat on this one. And with that, I think we got to go to the next moment, which is Egwene freeing herself.
It looks like you didn't need it.
Oh, fuck off, Egwene.
Okay, first, I'm going to ask Trip about this because Trip, you put this as a 9, just like your alter ego Pips.
Man, Pips
may
is
or
a
may
hate
not
bonus
be
for
a different
Egwene. I
person.
love it. I love it.
Because, I mean, why do you even have to explain anything about this? Egwene would not be able to free herself. It breaks the logic of the entire arc. Okay? What?
The foreshadowing when she spit her binky out means she overpowered you missed all of it.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
chat's looking at like 8
no,
or 9
we
on this one.
knew. We knew it
We
was
all
coming,
said it.
and it
We
was
all
going
said
to
it.
be bad.
I think this is another one that we all predicted that she was gonna need anybody. She was gonna free herself, and there you go.
Now, Steve.
Yeah.
I
don't know where I put it.
You put this one as a fucking 2, bud.
Did
So
I?
defend your.
I must
yeah.
have been drunk. I don't know. I was
Wait, I
at
thought
work.
you meant
It must have been
ultimate
a slip.
defense,
I would
I
just
was
cancel
drunk.
that vote because
No, that's
it's
my
definitely
ultimate
two.
defense. It's not Steve's ultimate defense.
Yeah, I
Maybe
was
he had
huffing-
too
I
many
was-
mayo packets.
I was huffing shit or something at work. I don't know how I put this in the 2.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah. No. It's maybe I misread it. I don't know. Yeah. That 2 is not valid.
It's okay. The 2 is
He meant to
indefensible,
type
but,
it 12.
but
Yeah,
it's
it's definitely
still
not
in,
a 2.
it's
It
still
also,
in the
it,
score.
I will put. I
this
would,
moment also undermines her future arc too, though.
Yes, it undermines her. It undermines Nynaeve. It undermines Rand.
She's unbreakable.
Yeah, and
That's
it
why it's a
undermines
2. She's
Matt
unbreakable.
too.
She's just in character, Dane.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
It
and look at
undermines
those.
Alan right now lying on
It
his
undermines
own
the
padding on
demonic.
the
These
side.
things are comfy, man.
Or the
I know, but
Saddam.
you look like
Sorry.
you're in so much pain. And I like.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but like
Drink.
booze. Like if you weren't Mormon, this is the way
I
we
can't
both
drink. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, when you
It's always a good time to
seriously-
start.
I just now thought of this, but it undermines.
I'm gonna
the
leave my
entire-
religion because of you guys.
The entire Shan-Chan thing too, the Damane and the Soldam and that entire system. Because hey, if a Damane can just spit out her fucking little binky
I already
and kill
covered
her
that.
Soldam,
Well, I
So what
think
do we
the
say
important.
chat
the-
said for this one? Is this
Probably an
looking
8.
like an 8?
She
Alan?
doesn't want to be saved.
It looks like an 8 or 9 from what I was seeing.
Yeah,
There's some
let's-
10s in here.
I think it's leaning 8.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
put an 8 in.
All right.
I don't see- I don't see anything-
It's a high ranked moment, and it's
I don't see
probably-
anything lower than an 8 though. There's 10s,
Yeah.
9s, and mostly 8s.
I don't know
So
what
does
the
that
hell
skew
I
up
was.
to a 9?
Yeah.
I must have read something, but I must have been land for a minute there. I can't read.
Well,
apparently.
I think the most important thing, though, is that we've basically got it confirmed that Tech-Mex is going to be redoing his whole intro for his regular show to be REM's Losing My Religion.
Just gonna make a little note here for Tech-Mex's next time he's on the show because we're definitely doing that.
Is this the pastry? Is this the pastry heel? Is this the?
Yeah, and remember, so this moment is Elaine is the one that heals Rand's wound, with Nynaeve right beside her. So
Hey,
it's
hey,
it's
Jr.
very-
buddy, trying to not get the stream taken down there, friend.
And Steve,
Egwene, famously bad at healing.
Yes. What'd I do?
but no, all I'm saying is let's show it, and then Steve, you take the lead on this one and tell me why you gave it a 7. Although most people gave it a 7, so just take the lead on this one, and I'll be back in a second.
Are you showing it? So, I think I think Alan said it right there.
Alex needs to. Let's let Alex show it.
It's mentioned like 6 times in book 5 that I just read. Oh man, I'm really good at
Can't heal.
everything but healing.
She sucks at healing.
Chat, start spamming your score on this one.
Are we hitting play first, or are we talking?
Yeah, play.
Oh, look, Rand isn't on his knees this time.
I want to see the freaking cinnamon roll. Thanks for making toilet wine, biatch. Oh my god.
Maybe
They
she's
aren't
just-
even supposed
maybe she's
to be
just
there.
Maybe that's why the wound doesn't leave. She just fermented it. She didn't heal it.
It's like, all I know how to do is make wine. I used my wine weave. It's just so bad.
It looks like a butthole too.
It's one of those things. On top of it,
Right.
the wound looks stupid. She shouldn't be doing it. Nynaeve's right over there after shoving an arrow through her leg, so she should be in so much goddamn pain that she is out of her
She should
fucking
be
mind
really
right
mad.
now. The wounds are now not like I guess that's supposed to be the wound. Like what is that? So the wound isn't because of Ishmael. It's because of fucking shoddy healing. Like I mean. If I had
Steve,
more
now
numbers,
be
it would have been
real.
higher. It's terrible.
Wait, season 3, the wound won't even be there.
Probably
just
not.
like the deaths from season 1.
Yep.
Right.
It'll actually.
It's the same dagger that didn't do anything in first season. You're right.
Exactly. It's like the painless dagger. Wait, what?
We got
Why did
in
this
the
melt
chat.
right ran sides? It melts doorknobs and shit. Oh, sorry, my bad.
What is chat saying this stupid moment is worth? Because like you guys averaged around like just shy of a 7.
They
That
have,
was,
they
like,
have it a
Tech
little
Mex
higher
and
than a
tripling
7.
it down.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Rand confirmed.
Yeah, chat has
Alright.
it as a little higher than a 7. So
Let's put it as a 7. Like, well, let's not give this one extra points. This one is fucking
What is
stupid.
the toilet wine? Fucking 10. Any scene with these three morons. Oh, sorry.
I was kind of upset the toilet wine scene didn't actually make it to the final 64. I thought that was stupid. I thought
that was what I was hoping that was going to be a dark horse. But
and the mopping while walking forwards was fucking stupid too.
Well, I
That
think
was
the
never going to
toilet
make it.
wine
Like,
was up against something like
Guys,
insurmountable, if I
just
remember
so
right.
everyone is totally clear, chat and otherwise, if there's a dumb moment we're not covering tonight, it's because it already got eliminated. Literally 256. You can go back. You can see kind of
how long did it take? Because you were like, okay, let's start this. We'll probably end up with a 65 seed. Maybe
No.
we'll be lucky to
No,
get
no, no.
100.
I thought
No.
128 we get for sure. But when Staplebow started just basically spamming comments and he's like on his own, reached like 130, and then ADO started ranking them.
And I'm
then
sure
like,
that was
other
awful.
people started throwing it. It's like, hey, you forgot this on that point. It's like
It-
within
It was a matter of
3
hours.
It
Yeah.
was 3 hours of starting. We had at least 170.
The
and then
scary
it was just
thing
a
is,
matter
yeah.
of filling in the final one.
The scary thing is there's probably more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that's the crazy thing is it's like, oh shit, we missed that one. Like, because they're just like, but it's like, god damn. Like this right here.
I'm sure those will come up in the rewatches.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't have that one.
It 256 shitty moments over 8 episodes. Like there's literally like a shitty moment every minute and 45 seconds.
Right. Like right here, this picture should be Avienda and company play with Tinker Toys on their backs.
Yeah, why do they have makeup on?
Why did they go to
Yeah,
Spirit
Thumb has a great point. They don't have time to pull up their veils, but they can certainly put on their fucking eyeliner.
Well, let's just hope they don't talk to each other in maiden hand talk.
Yeah.
It's
I
time
know you
it's
were mad
time to
about that
dance
one
the
losing.
spears. Oh, let's dance this. It's like what the.
Hey guys, so
main
in
hand
this-
Jane.
Oh, really?
hang on, guys. Let me.
Yeah, you know what I said.
Damn it.
I'm done with my. Do one of these. Go around. Go this way.
Daisy Dude and Chris Palmer. I know. I've seen you both in here. I meant to call
Madonna Vogue.
One of these.
Oh no, something wicked this way comes.
Nope.
Oh God.
you. Hey, Finn.
Okay.
Good to see you.
What
So-
even is this moment? Is this Intar?
So this is we had actually
we haven't even started this moment yet.
We've got 2 Ingtar moments. Okay, so to be clear, the first one we're going to see is Ingtar gets no redemption arc, even though it was set up.
Oh, I used the same clip for both of them.
The second moment, which we'll talk about later, but when you watch this one, chat, this is about the redemption arc. This is about Ingtar was supposed to be a dark friend. Spoilers if you haven't read the books, but you like watch the show, but like fuck you, like if you haven't read the books.
But they spent time hinting that was the case.
Spent time. Hey, fan art, real quick, mute us. We'll give you the thumbs up to come back. Yeah, you picked just about the worst possible time to get here.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry, dude. But the second moment that we'll do is that Ingtar dies pointlessly because in the books he finds a narrow gap and he holds the enemy advance.
How do we don't get the line?
In the books, he notes that like one person can hold a lot here in this like narrow alley, but then in the show he says that, and then they move to a wide street. He moves to a wide street where it's not the case, and then everyone gets involved in the fight. He dies, and everyone runs away.
Well, and he jumps into the middle of them all.
Yeah, he jumps right in between them and puts himself on both sides. It's like, what are you doing? That's exactly the opposite of what you just.
Anyways, 2 separate moments. Yeah. Let's watch this clip, which will apply to
this
both.
Is the redemption arc.
They're coming this way.
Chat,
Save the hall, Hector! For the Lion
He says, "I'll hold them 2 seconds before he dies."
Well, I love how
great pause. You had to keep the Uber Chad sword fighter of the show out of the scene because it would have made everybody else look bad.
Yeah.
So good pause. Sorry.
I love how he defended everybody by pushing over a tied stack of straw.
I was gonna say, don't say the word.
Over him.
I know you wanted to say the word there. Don't say the word.
I don't know.
Did she just slash with the freaking spear?
Stable Bowl, Amazon doesn't give a shit about this show. There's no copyright strike.
They cared about it when it was airing, but yeah.
All right. Hey guys, should we give one to Dahl? He's got some weird takes throughout all this, but like I met the dude. He's a cool dude. Should we give him a 10 for this one, just to boost this one up?
I could see giving the lack of Ingtar sacrifice a 10. I could.
The whole thing just feels horrible.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, let's just sit back and remember reading The Great Hunt as a standalone book, and just appreciating how important the Ingtar redemption part of it.
Yeah, this is where we should be getting, five right fourth and. Rand, having his little one-on-one with Ingtar. Instead, he jumps in.
This is Rand.
Steve, we did get 5 right fourth. The 5 was just.
Yeah. My bad.
Aviendha, the 2 maidens, Perrin, and Hopper.
And that was a shitty moment that didn't make it to the final 64.
Nate, you got to remember.
What I'm saying, this is the moment here that for a lot of readers really resonates, right? This is Ingtar's redemption and Rand, who has to grow from being a boy to being a man to being a leader. This is it, where he kind of takes that kind of responsibility. And he, even though he's not sure of himself, when he says to Ingtar that may you shelter in the palm of the Creator's hand, you could tell that meant something to Ingtar.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, he basically starts believing at that point. I
It's
mean,
one of the best moments in the series. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
How would you feel if you were about to sacrifice your life and Jesus said, "I got you, bro," just as you went in there? Like, yeah, you'd be killing all of them.
All right. Well, you know what, chat? I'm giving you guys a 10 on this one. So
it's just
that'll boost the rating on this particular moment. But instead of
Do they
let's switch
still get
that-
the same suck guidelines? Do they only get 1
No,
10?
no. Chat is suck immune. The suck was for you guys.
How did?
Oh, really?
So are we-
really,
we're going-
I
we're
can
going
I
to
can
do-
run some statistics after the fact. It's not going to be that different. But come on.
So we're going to say that the lack of Ingtar sacrifice was a 10. What are we giving the tactical and logistical incompetence that was this fight?
Which
From the
was
chat.
Ingtar noting how they were in a narrow alley and one person could hold a lot, and then they walked into a big ass alley and they all
And
died.
leaving the alley.
What are we
I'll
giving
hold them.
him?
I already got
So this needs a different rating. This is Intar dying pointlessly.
And I'm calling it. Staplebo gave a 7. Let's that at 9:18 p.m. Mountain Time. That's the start of it. You guys start spamming your rating based on logistics.
7 was the correct answer for that one.
Probably. Okay, well we're seeing. Okay.
Eight.
Yeah, but what are you giving his armor?
Quiet. That's not a moment.
Why is he here?
Ooh,
sorry.
Max.
Massima?
Massima. He was having a coffee break for 3 episodes. They found him.
I didn't know that Massima was in the show until you pointed it out on Nerd Poil stream.
Lanfear gave him the Horn of Valir. But that's a separate moment.
He got lost in Fall Maze. Like, where are you guys? I can't
All right,
find
guys.
you.
I'm seeing a lot of 7s for this one.
7.
Yep, I think
That's
7's right here.
consistent. All right. So we're on to the next moment, which is Ashamael undermined his own plan by releasing Lanfear. This is another one that like everyone kind of rated low.
My master, you called for me.
Lanfear's betrayed us.
But she sworn to him.
There are many.
But she's. I can't. It gets worse every.
Steve, I don't know that you're going to survive this.
No, don't break the keyboard on account of this one. We got some good ones coming up.
It's Pat and Fade and Balsamon in a hallway talking together about fucking Lanfear's being sworn to him. Like, no shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. God damn it.
Chat, you guys got to be more consistent than throw me 4s and 8s, dudes. Come on.
5, 6,
80.
4, 8.
I got 5, 6s, and 4s. I think
She
that averages
could-
to a 5.
6,
She
6,
could betray him.
5, 6.
She's sworn to
Idio's
the
finally
dark.
give me a number.
Ugh.
You know what? I'm going to give this one to Luigi. I'm going to put this one as a 5. Let's move on. All right. Moment 49. Lanfear. Okay. Just so you guys know, we rated
This is another Dane love child.
No, we ordered this by fucking episode and then by character, and because L comes before like a bunch of others, Lanfear, even though this happens at the end of episode 8, this is the final fucking scene from season 2.
This is her praying to the light.
Yeah.
I'd help you.
Oh my god.
Oh
Wow.
fucking God.
This was my last 8 that I had to
need
turn
more
into
eights,
a 7.
Dane. Can we get some more 8s?
This is the last one I had to let go.
Nathan gave this an 8.
It was
actually-
originally a 9.
I gave this one an 8.
Yeah, and Alan, you only gave this one a 7. I think
Yeah.
you had to knock this one down. So let's
Yeah.
give this off to Nerdporial to talk about why an 8. Not that
Because
I disagree.
Because she's a fucking Forsaken. Why would she say that?
Yeah, the dark one's like, wait, what the fuck was that? Did you just
Like her
spit in the
her
light?
soul is literally tied to Satan.
Yes.
Like I don't think it's possible for those words to leave her mouth, right? Physically.
She might be the most evil character in the series, at least as far as I.
Are you
know.
kidding me? Have you seen Moraine?
Okay. Well, no, I'm talking about in the book series.
All right,
Showmore,
chat is calling this an 8. I think that's
Those girls are worth more than gold.
What moment are we at here? So the
This
next
is,
moment we're at, Leandrin led the series in spoken words until the final episode. So
who passed
I
her
hope-
up in the end? I didn't see.
Moraine.
Moraine. Okay.
Moron.
Moron.
She had
Sorry.
8 episodes to work.
The
with.
real main character.
See that, but this is interesting. You're saying these were all episode 8. Technically, this can't be episode 8 because she didn't appear in episode 8.
No, this was just a filler throw in for Leandrin never shuts the fuck up.
Right.
Don't get technical on me, Nathan. But yes, you're right.
That's rich coming from you, Dane.
I'll take that hit, but I don't get a
Great.
vote tonight. I only get to stuff the ballots later.
There we go. Just like the 2020s.
Yeah, the chat will not shut up about the sandwiches.
Fuck sandwiches.
The sandwiches are coming at the end.
Sandwiches are coming.
Reserve.
Guys,
okay.
I'll need to
Get
try
the
a ham and
sandwiches.
butter sandwich, though. Sounds good.
Damn.
All right.
See, it's not turkey.
Those girls are worth more than gold itself.
Oh my god.
You're with Punani.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Leandrin being the main character through 7 episodes.
I'm pretty sure I ranked this low just because, like, I think I was just fed up. It's like, what do you say about it?
It was low ranked. I'm just waiting to see what kind of chat.
I don't
is
even
saying.
remember what I said to this. It's just
Give us
like-
your votes, chat.
I think I ranked it low too because
The first 2 votes were
Leandrin.
This is going to be
Trip,
tough. The
you
first 2
rated
votes were a
this as a
1 and a
1.
9.
1, 9, 5.
Like, Trip, I don't know what I did, but it's just like
Trip
fuck,
rated
it's
this
stupid.
moment as a 1. Alex rated this as an 8.
This does
Yeah.
not
Fight.
surprise
Fight.
me.
Fight.
I had a 7. I could have gone lower.
I don't know what I did.
So
Bang
my
my head on the
justification for this being an 8 was that this caused so many goddamn problems. Like her being like, we talk about undercooked main characters. Like, yeah, because fucking Leandrin spent the entire damn thing on the front burner while like they left frickin' Rand in the microwave and didn't even like hit the 3-minute thing to get it to start spinning.
In
like,
Trip's perspective is basically every minute of Leandrin talking is less minutes of Matt being subverted.
That's
fair. True too. I love her dark past was that she tortured her son for 20 years.
When she was sexually assaulted, right?
All right, you know what, guys?
Hey,
I'm
and
going to
she's
give this
really
moment to
good with
LPK for.
horses.
LPK says this is a 5, and since Pips, who's also Trip, says that's correct. We're gonna
Excuse
put
me.
This moment, yeah, exactly. We're gonna put this as a 5, and let's move on to moment 51.
Yeah,
Pips
Matt's
says-
Shatter
Guys.
Logoth dagger plus
Oh.
a stick is the Ashendarai.
I need to
Chat,
put-
start spanning. What you
I gotta
think
put those
this
down
moment is
before I
worth.
stab myself in the fucking ear. Oh
This
my
is-
god!
this is
Thank
so-
you,
this is
doll.
so
That
random.
was
Oh my
definitely my worst moment.
we got to
Thank
make
you.
sure that this one and Face It on Your Feet are on opposite sides of the bracket.
They have to be.
Oh,
It has to be 1 and 2 speed right here. It has to.
It's not even.
It's a fucking sheet! You ripped the sheet off the damn bed to make his goddamn staff!
Hockey
What
stick.
the
It's
fuck are we
a hockey
thinking?
stick, a knife, a
Breathe,
hockey stick.
breathe. Woosah,
Guys, I'm
no
technically
keyword.
not touching the dagger. Okay? He gets off on a technicality.
And then he ties it. How did he tie it?
It's
How?
symbolic.
How do
It's
you-
him
how?
using his dark side. He's overcoming the darkness by
This isn't
using it
fucking
against
Star
the
Wars.
darkness.
The
Okay?
dark
No,
side
you
with
don't
the
understand
lightsaber
this.
in his
You don't.
asshole. Like,
You
is that
guys.
what he meant? Like,
You guys don't know
fucking
good
dark,
writing
he
when
saw
you see it.
Qui-Gon and
Okay?
fucking Obi-Wan
You
in
idiots
episode
don't
one.
understand the symbolism behind.
What the fuck?
Matt is empowered in this scene. Okay? This
wait.
is top tier writing.
Shit!
Face It on Your Feet did not cause nearly this much drama with the panel. I just want
That's
that
because
noted.
there was broad-based
So-
consensus.
It should have.
Face It
I was
on Your
gonna
Feet.
say that's because we're not as drunk, but the two yelling are.
Wait. So, guys,
we're the sober ones.
I know. We're the ones who done. That's why it hurts so much. It hurts so much because we can see it better.
Let's give the floor to Trip, noting I'm giving a chat score of 10.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
10,
fair.
Boost it up. Trip is 10. The single 10. This was her worst moment, but she also has complimentary 9s from Alex and from Steve and from Pips on this one.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, why are Pips and I agreeing so much? Damn
Mark,
it. If I was Pips, by the way, I would be warm.
Sorry.
No,
guys.
So Mark
obviously,
Clark
dude.
for $1.99 would like to register his complaint with the establishment. And Mark, I will let you know that the offenders will be disciplined.
Oh, can I be the disciplinarian, please?
I'm sorry.
No,
guys.
the offense wasn't
Only if
that
you have
bad.
your wheel.
Spank us, please.
Okay. I mean, this is pretty obvious. Come on. It's just, I mean, we're going to tie, whether it was the dagger or not, still, you're going to tie a dagger to a fucking bedpost and then they actually make it the Ashendare. I don't care whether they do something different later on or not.
You can tell
And
that
I
they're
know this
really
isn't-
proud of it too. Like they
proud
thought
of
that
it,
this was
yes.
so clever.
They thought, yes, that's exactly it. Like you can already tell, like the mirror in the waist isn't happening in Ryuden. It's not happening. That was supposed to be the mirror in the bedroom. So we have to give him the staff. So how are we gonna give him the staff? Let's have him freaking make it because he's fucking. Yeah, it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Trip,
The only enjoyment that I got out of this scene was because of that Brandon Sanderson live stream.
Yeah, that was good.
The gift that
was-
keeps on giving, man.
That
thing.
was the closest I have ever seen Brandon Sanderson get to calling somebody a fucking retard.
Even
Like,
Daniel Green was cringing then, man.
It's evil. The
but-
dagger is a representative of evil.
Yes.
It's the evil dagger.
him trying to explain basic symbolism to Matt Hatch.
Yes.
Like it was great. It was great because it was like
I need to go watch that again. It was too good.
It was like he was talking to a child. Like, okay, Matt, this is how symbolism works.
Right.
Oh god.
Oh.
Well, even Hatch was cringing in the scene, if I remember right, but he just didn't have any integrity.
No, he was.
That guy wouldn't cringe unless like.
The only time he complained is when he thought that
Thank you, Caleb.
that not Leandrin, that why can't my brain just farted. That the only time he was cringing was when he thought Lanfear was going to die.
Oh
well, yeah, because oh god.
Well, and don't forget, the bedpost has a raven on it, doesn't it?
It
Yeah,
does.
well, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a whole video
All
on
right,
it. Yes, there's a
let's move
raven
on.
the
Let's move
step.
on to the next
That's how
moment.
we knew it was happening. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. I called it like 2 years before it came out. Sorry, go ahead.
Now, next 3 moments are all over to Alan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I on? 52.
We're on moment 52. Matt throws his no, it's not this one.
Oh wait, let's watch it be a lightsaber. Come on,
This is
please.
the
Is that in the
The
clip?
first one is Matt throws his Ashandari into Rand.
Oh, I have Matt impales Rand's.
Wow. Wow.
He's
And he's on his knees again for the win.
Yep,
Drink.
for the win.
He just got back up.
I know he did.
Shots.
He
All right.
just got back up.
Chat, what are you guys saying? We got Dahl as a 9, Skyland as a 9, Bill Morden as an 8,
Lot of
Caleb
nines.
as a 9. We're getting shit.
Just got back up, man.
LPK's as a 9. Let's put this as a 9. That's it. Let's go. Tech Max.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of
I already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
My explanation is I was
You're
at the end of the
odd one
list.
out on-
I was-
Here's the thing. I also rated this low.
Okay.
So this moment
But for the next 3 moments, my explanation is identical. Okay, it was at the end of the list.
That's why I grouped it.
Okay,
But
it's
all
at
I'm saying is to defend you at the outset. Is
of
for
my
all
of my
these-
3, a 2, and a 4 for these moments that are coming. Yeah.
But it's basically these Matt moments. I'm in agreement with you. I was like, I rated these low, and I kind of want to know.
Yeah, the reason is
why we're thinking alike.
I was at the end of the list, so I was tired. But also, I hate all of these moments, but they're kind of a symptom of the bigger problem, which was the one we just watched, right?
I think
I hate them, but they're repetitive, and so they're not as important to me. What was important was the creation of the Ashen Diary, and not the 3 times it gets used afterward.
I think that's fair. I think that's really fair.
Because these are equally these are equally as bad, but it's like the same moment. So that's
see that. So Chad is basically saying this spear throwing into Rand is like a 9. That's fine. Let's go to the second moment of this grouping, which is essentially that the Shatter Logoth dagger can melt doors, but is otherwise harmless.
Qui-Gon coffin right here.
It's the
Yay! We get to see it.
Stop Kumi.
Where's the Raven? Can you see the Raven? See the Raven?
See, he's become one. He's become one with the darkness, guys.
How does he fucking know?
Exactly. Oh my god. Now I'm being psychic with Steve. Oh my god.
Like, how does he know
Chad,
what's gonna work?
Start spamming your number.
Close the blast doors.
An hour. I thought
And how
surely
does
you'd last
that
longer than
they
that before
know?
you touched
What the
The
hell?
thing is,
I'm not touching
I've
you.
spent my
I'm
fair
not
share of
touching
time
you.
in cells.
I'm not touching you. Just getting really close.
Oh, God. Really got shy? That's a 10 for you, dude?
Damn.
That's the worst moment right there.
I'm just
See,
strutting
and-
out
but
like
see, I think they're
thing.
voting for the same moment as before. I agree. These are just as bad as the last one.
But
But
it's like, just watching it again, it's like watching him out there strut like his shit don't stink. He's like, I outsmarted you. I'm holding the knife, but it's over there.
oh
I'm
no,
so-
you didn't touch the
Meanwhile,
dagger.
and the guy that should be killing him to get the dagger sitting there going, "Oh, you dumb fuck! You took
Chat,
it."
I'll give you guys an 8 on this one, but the
Sure.
next moment that's also dagger related is that Matt opens the Horn of Valir box with the same
God.
fucking dagger.
Why does it start corrupting the rest of the box, but not the horn?
The horn is
Why does
pure.
it corrupt in general? Like, it didn't corrupt Loyal. It didn't, like...
It didn't corrupt the door. Why isn't the door all black and corrupted?
That is some terrible looking corruption.
That
It looks like a
is
whole bunch of worms.
exactly
Yeah.
what Robert Jordan
Little
envisioned when he said
mealworms.
the Horn of Valir.
Oh yeah.
It's like a fucking Louis Vuitton box.
I don't know whether to be entirely disgusted and repulsed at this point or just go climb into my warm bed and cry.
Who was it that called out that this looked like a Rachel Ray EVOO bottle?
I don't know,
It
but
does. It looks exactly like a freaking like a vinegar holder from Rachel fucking Ray.
I would.
Well, and then why did they take a plastic
was me.
jug, gold electroplate it, but then CGI it in later?
Just
Why?
every
What-
scene.
What? Why?
Because of the same
I think we're
reason
stuck
they-
on the
they
horn now
CGI'd
and not the box.
We are stuck on
Yeah,
the horn.
Gotta
It's
move
hard
on
not
from the
to
horn. The
stop.
horn will be
The
later.
horn is a separate moment. That same episode, but it's under other, so it's coming up. But what is chat saying about this particular moment?
Sixes
I
and
know
sevens.
that. Yeah, it's an
Like
element
an
of basic.
8-ish?
No.
What
I
do
think
we
Lady
have? We have
Balefire
an
was the first
8,
vote
we
for
have
it
a
was a
6, we have an 8, 8,
Sevens.
8,
Sevens.
8, 7, 8, 8,
Let's
9,
get the
8.
staple though.
Eights.
Guys, there's no one more responsible for getting this list together than Staplebow. So let's
yeah.
If you guys are drinking, I've got a bit of wine here.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt because cross your fingers, guys, that this is not a jinx. My power just fucking came back on.
Hey!
Nice.
Does that mean you got
Now your coworker can text you again.
No, it's not.
Now you can
Yeah,
get back
that
to
means
work.
I can plug in my laptop.
Nice.
No, guys. All I'm saying is, if you're drinking something, let's do a toast to Staplebow, who more than anyone helped to get all these moments together. So let's go. Cheers, and let's give Staplebow.
Yeah, to somebody who can't drink. I just recently found out he's a minor. Holy crap!
Wait, Staplebow. I thought that was ADO.
Nope. It's
Well,
Staplebow.
no.
Staplebow's a minor?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I thought Staplebow had a grown man voice in our.
He's got a lower voice than all of us.
I was gonna say.
Damn.
And he's already
does the
he's
voice
already
matter?
as based as he is in his youth.
Well, he's gonna put all of us to shame.
Well, that just means at least his balls have dropped, right?
Oh.
Thanks,
Man.
Just don't just don't put
Good
minor.
fucking all right. Okay, technically, the moment here we're talking about is
The fact that she's
moron
not in
turns-
danger.
In my ranking, she turns the weave into the
Oh,
dragon,
okay.
proclaiming him for
I was gonna
him.
say, isn't this the
No,
cruise
no,
missile
th-
attack?
This is not that.
Yeah, this is she destroys the Shanshan Navy, though she's not in danger.
So I think we're a little bit okay. Just so we're clear, as far as my Excel sheet goes, the moment we're showing the video with here is moron doing an attack that violates the 3 oaths.
Yeah.
So that's what everyone needs to be voting on here, and we'll get to like the stupid dragon signal later. But yeah,
The dragon.
good fucking lord.
You missed, Land. You missed.
I'm just gonna give it a break.
Spirit Mom.
Copyright. This was a long
You
clip.
missed.
I ranked this
love-
one wrong. I gave this a 7 and it needs to be an 8.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I gave this.
I think I had to take that out of the 9. Oh my god.
Wait.
Mario Fireball.
Wait, are you telling me that Leandrin broke her oaths?
Wait,
all
wait.
3 of them?
Hey,
All 3 of them, but the second one doesn't count because like we don't know what that is.
Let's break the rules that Robert Jordan created so we could have our Game of Thrones moment. Remember Game of Thrones? Remember the end of season 2? Remember the
that
green explosion?
Remember when
Oh,
they
no.
did
Stream
Guys,
down.
Dragon Fire, Dragon Breath Fire?
Out of all of you,
Is it-
Ryan is the one who rated this his 10.
Hold on a
Thinks
sec,
this
guys.
will
Hey, hold on. The stream's down. Give it a second.
Here.
It's got to catch up because
okay.
it took it down for copyright. So give it a second.
Swap my votes. Change this to an 8 and turn Loyal's Alive into a 7.
Yeah, it went too long without pausing, so it'll come back up. Just give it a second. It's happened to me before, so. Oh boy, what did I even? I don't even remember what I rated this. So.
No, it was suspended for policy violations.
Yeah. It's it'll come back up. It's just for
temporary.
copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come back up.
Why is that?
Because did we just play the scene for too long? It was like 15 seconds or something. So
I don't know. Maybe it's because I talked about Staplebow's.
YouTube can detect that, so it just takes a minute for it to clear if you've paused it.
Wait.
So
I've never had that happen before.
I have, unfortunately.
Yeah, same here.
Ooh, not too bad.
It'll come back up. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Just tell everybody to hang out.
Guys, we're wrong. Amazon does care.
So they care about certain scenes, like
Well,
climax scenes.
if my
There it is.
PC will now start, I could
There we
maybe
go,
take
we're
the
back.
opportunity to switch.
Hey, we're back, boys.
There we go. Yep.
All right, we just got to be careful from here on out.
Yep.
I don't
Yep,
think we
short-
have too many long ones.
Short
And the ones we
spurts if you
do,
can. Yeah. Or
All right.
Yeah.
So to reiterate, this scene is specifically about Moron killing the entire Shan-Chen fleet, even though she's not in danger.
Breaking an oath. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think
Chat,
I had
start-
this. I think I had this as a 7. but
Nerdporial
that-
had this at his 10.
This no,
Yeah.
no, this is not my 10.
Yeah. I got it here. It's basically Moron destroys the entire Shan-Chen fleet, even though she's not in danger.
No, I have that as 8. The next one is my 10. At least the file that I have on my screen that I saved and I sent to you. This is what
God
I have
damn
on my
it.
screen.
Okay. Perhaps it's possible that certain scores got reordered, not by episode, but by characters. So you're saying that Moron turns her weave into a dragon, proclaiming
Mhm.
its form? Okay.
That's a 10.
That's a very solid 10, by the way. I think that's a 9
I'll
for me. I
swap,
don't remember.
swap that around. So, okay, noted. But in either case, I'll give the first comment to you, Brian, about the situation.
I mean, just to follow up on the whole thing. I love the Great Hunt, and that moment where everybody is witnessing, and especially when we reveal when Moraine at the end, after all that's happened, reveals that everybody watched the aerial fight, and everybody started just taking it down. It was a very, very profound moment. It was a very profound. It was the dragon has been reborn and everything, and in front of a whole bunch of people. And to me, if I could get a hold of a painting of what was shown, I'd love to have that. Like that. That's something I would love to. It's a very profound. It was a very profound moment, and it's something I don't understand why they couldn't pull that off. Like that I think that rubbed me the most.
But they put them on top of a tower, man.
They put them on top of a tower, and
They
nobody
gave-
wants to know what
they
a
gave him a
dragon
woman.
looked like. That was the point of the banner. That's why the banner was so freaking important. Nobody knew.
They
what
gave him a
dragon-
woman to channel for him.
So, chat. What do you guys think Chad is saying on the moment? It's not necessarily what Brian's been saying the last couple moments, but it's more about the.
There was a lot of
Moron-
9s.
Yeah,
Moron defying the third oath and basically killing
Yeah.
a whole bunch of Shan-Chan.
Yeah,
Are
that
we
was
saying-
definitely a 9 from the
Yeah,
chat.
there was lots of 9s. Yep. 9s, a few 10s.
Now you can start. Now you can start voting on the dragon weave.
All right.
Yeah.
Alex, you got that clip up, bud?
Torches shall the dragon be proclaimed. Bannered across the sky in fire.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Brian, this is your 10.
Careful. Give it a second. Give it a second to breathe.
Add some commentary.
Yeah.
See, the reason we're showing this scene is because it's retarded. Okay.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Oh, we got hit again. We got hit again.
No. You got shorter bursts, or too much.
Wait. Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah, it's too long. It's got to be shorter. So you got,
Apparently, this is the scene that Amazon cares about.
Should probably do a hard 5 count and pause it every time.
Yeah, he's got to be. Yeah, we that's why when we're doing the autopsy ones, Nate does a good job of overlaying shit, and we pause it like.
We pause it because we can't shut up.
Well, that's true too. We can't stand more than a second. I'll be right back.
It's what it,
So
it
you
took
guys
us
are
3
saying
hours
like,
to get through.
all
2
my
minutes.
effort to kind of like get us down under a 4-hour fucking stream. It's going to be undone because of fucking Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, it's YouTube's fault because they don't give a damn about creators.
So I had that last scene at a 7, dropped it from an 8 because of the silly little restrictions that we had. And I think that's just because I am such a fan of interpretive dance casting that
That makes sense.
It lowered the score.
I do think it's interesting that we've been fine this whole thing, and we hit episode 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there were a few clips you guys let go for. Like, I was like, "Wow, I can't believe we got away with that." There was a few. I was like, "Wow, that went for a good 15, 20 seconds." So,
All right. Well, in the interim, can I chat? Just keep spamming what the fire dragon.
They can't hear you, buddy.
Oh wait, what? They can't hear shit.
We're down, dude.
There it is.
Oh,
it's back.
I mean, like the thing
There we
that
go. We're back. Yeah.
the thing that really pissed me off
Oh,
about
God.
this. The thing that really pissed me off about this, they didn't show, like, they did a terrible job at just like showing how profound that this scene was. People saw this. People became followers of the dragon because
No,
of
they
this.
showed that. They showed like 3 people saw this in the TV show.
Who knows what the hell they were? Who knows what they were looking at? Who knows what they were looking at? But that just like this. It
Your
downplayed.
argument is disingenuous. They showed that in the TV show. There were
It downplayed.
I
that
can't wait
moment.
for
Okay.
the guy. I know that says Karakorn has to explode, otherwise it's not.
Guys,
And the thing,
just so chat is clear, what we're asking now is to spam scores for this moment where Moron proclaims
Makes a dragon.
Rand for him.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So,
She
so wait,
does
hold
it-
on. Hold on.
She does
wait,
it
Just,
in his
just
behalf.
as Pedro Nile.
Wait. It's even worse. Hold on, no. I have because Napoleon's way right. This is a 10. I think it's I don't remember if it was 8 or 9 for me. It's even worse than her proclaiming it for her. Okay.
Oh.
Lanfear told her to not forget to do it. So Lanfear told Moraine to do it, and then Moraine proclaimed
Hashtag Lanfear did nothing wrong. She's the queen bee.
It's even worse because it was Lanfear.
Step on
that
me,
told
Lanfear.
Moraine to do it.
Light protect
I
you.
Lanfear
didn't even
proclaimed him
remember
dragon.
that. I didn't even remember that.
Lanfear
Wow.
proclaimed him dragon through Moraine. It's even
Hey,
worse.
guys, I'm giving this a chat 9.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's high. All right. The next moment
I don't
we got-
remember. Did I have an 8 or a 9 on it?
You had a 7. Now this moment coming up is called Moron claims that Lan was never her equal because he's better than her.
The only reason that I was able to say that you're not my equal is that I've known one thing to be true.
Just shut the fuck up and get it out.
Like, I'm crying.
It's such a long. The only reason I lied to you is because I didn't really lie to you. It's like just say the shit.
First day we met.
Yeah, but what's even worse is their little
You've always been my
lovers
best.
dance when she whatever rebonds him. That's so much worse than this
The
scene.
first time you big toed me in the tub, I knew you were better than I. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, did you say big toed me in the
Yes,
tub?
big toed me in the bathtub. What do you think was going on in episode 1?
You stuck like your big toe up her cooter?
Yes, right up the cuckoo.
Yeah, see, he wasn't talking about the temperature of the water when he said could be hotter.
That's see.
He was talking about her.
Wait, Alan, I thought you were
I
Mormon.
thought it was obvious. He had a toe all the way up in there.
Do you know? Do you know how many babies Mormons have? Okay. What are you, some kind of prude?
Are you saying you're the new Catholics?
Oh wow!
I'm saying I fucking love this panel. I want to know what Chad is saying about this moment in particular. So this is Moron being like, "You were never my equal because
there's
you
a
are
1.
better than me."
8, 8, 6, 7,
Looks like it's
1,
like a 7-ish.
5, 8.
It's looking like a 7.
Oh, and look at her little sad face.
You got a little bit of Matt. You got a 6. You got a few.
About a
8s.
5.
Maybe
You're only
a
saying
6.
that because you rated this as a 1.
This moment doesn't
Yeah.
make me angry. This moment makes me sad.
I didn't. Did I
it
rate? I
makes me
did not
depressed.
rate this as a 1. Did I?
You did.
Wasn't talking
Yeah.
about
Oh shit!
You might have been drunk. Okay.
Oh, no, here
Did I really?
Here it
Okay.
is.
Oh.
This shit with this one.
This is
Oh
an
my
Alex moment coming up. We're gonna have to add, we don't need to drill down too far as to why he thought this was stupid, because it is fucking
God.
stupid.
The scene of
But
scenes.
Nynaeve pushes an arrow through Elaine's fucking knee.
What?
With the fletching still attached.
Why is she looking
Let's
at that
go.
like, what is that? What is that in her leg? Like, first she doesn't know what it is. Then she. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
It was sticky.
Chat, start voting on this stupidity, because
This is
This is the Uber healer of. This is the
look.
Uber healer of the Wheel of Time.
It's all right. Here's
Yeah,
what you
well,
know.
it's all the
You're a wizard.
highlights.
How many
Look,
people did you
look,
murder in
this is-
Edmonds Field? How
this
many
is-
people died? Use what you know from being a wizard.
You
How
know,
many
hey-
people did she kill?
Look! I think we've made a grave mistake. One of the moments was the fact that Nynaeve doesn't make any choices during her testing, and I think we absolutely messed that up, because in her second vision, it's her deciding whether or not she should stay in Emmons Field and heal the sick. And based on this scene, she did make the right choice to leave Emmons Field.
There's been a lot of.
This. I'm sorry. I'm still on my soapbox. Shut up. This is emblematic. This scene. This would have been my 10 if the other moment wasn't my 10. Okay.
Yeah.
This scene is emblematic of what I mentioned before. These writers are so idiotic. They have never stepped foot outside of their studio apartments in San Francisco, okay? They don't know how the real world works. They've never gone camping.
Have you ever seen any entertainment where they push an arrow or a bolt or a quarrel through the
yes,
wound?
and you snap off the fletching before you do it.
It's
Unless
in
it was
Braveheart.
intentional. See, this is Nynaeve's, hidden passive aggressiveness toward Elaine. That's what this is.
I mean, how many times have you like that's how many Napoleon's right. How many times have we seen this in media where you get shot with an arrow, you break the haft off to get the other because you got to. It's like they completely.
It depends on how deep it is.
Right.
You pull it out the way it came in, or you snap it and.
Or you snap it and leave it in there so it doesn't get in the way until you can take care of it and cut it out.
If the arrowhead is barbed, you push it through. If it's not, you pull it out.
Yeah.
But you don't push it through
with the
fucking fletchings attached, unless you're retarded.
Well, and it's just the way she acts doing it too. She's like doing the CP.
She's pushing it from the. She should, if she's gonna do it, pull from the other side. Don't shove it through. Okay.
Look at the size of that bolt. Look at the size of that arrow she's about to pull through.
She doesn't even brace the leg. She puts both hands. She puts both hands on the shaft. She's not even bracing the leg. She's tugging it back and forth as she's pushing.
Why does she
like That leg needs to be amputated. She has done so much damage to that leg. It is unrecoverable.
Okay, I have a request for the rewatches. Steve and Alan have to be on the same rewatch for all our entertainment.
Okay.
Look, I'm a Boy Scout, okay? I know a lot about first aid. This is retarded.
I'm with you there, man. There's the other thing too. Like when you look at how her leg is, she doesn't have her leg lifted up off the ground far enough for an entire arrow to go through her leg.
Oh yeah.
No wonder she's like, I can't get it through.
She is pushing that arrow through her
She's
leg.
doing CPR on the.
It's like it won't breathe. It's like what the fuck is going on?
Guys, since chat doesn't have a suck budget and I see plenty of 10s, are we
This is a
fine giving
10.
a 10?
This is a 10. This is like I wish I
Well,
had
we're
another
in the 10 section of the fucking Excel
Also,
spreadsheet.
talk about an
You had
absolutely
a suck
terrible directing job. I just want you guys to know, Rings of Power season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Ah!
Right from the same bitch.
Oh god.
When do we get a trailer for that, man? I'm so hyped for season 2. I can't wait for it.
All right, Alex. our next moment, like
Maybe
guys,
there'll be another secret volcano in a river.
no, we've
sorry.
got 6 more
So
to go.
this is an easy one.
I can't.
Yeah, where is that? Where is that sound coming out? Where is that sound coming
There's
out?
there's ridges on the bottom. There's little there's little gills on where is
Yeah,
it? But he's
exactly,
covering
they're
them up with
gills.
his hand. That's why it's a stupid design for a horn because he's covering up the openings.
No, he's not. They're like
But the openings were on top.
Well,
but either
I
way.
don't know much about musical instruments, and I think there was a discussion about it. But how the hell does that thing even make any kind of
doesn't.
music?
It does.
Well, this is why you've got the talking point on this one, Trip, because you were the one that rated this one as a 9.
Well,
And oddly
okay, I went
enough,
there while you
Te-
were finding the third hole, Dane. But okay, so number one is
Well, that was plugged with Land's dick, but Tech-Mex has rated this one as a 2.
I just
So I'm
don't
gonna
care.
let-
I just
okay.
It's that!
So for me,
that!
it's
You
that
two
looks
pointed
nothing
out.
like the horn. They
This looks nothing
they
like
could've
the horn.
so
Didn't
easily-
you look at it? It's the same thing.
they
It
could've
is that.
no, she's saying the show horn looks nothing
Oh,
like
okay,
the horn.
sorry, my bad, Trip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Exactly, Alan. It looks nothing
You're welcome.
like it looks nothing like canon. We know they don't freaking care about that, but still, it's not like that would have been a hard thing to do. All they did was do it for a cool factor, and they freaking electroplated a plastic jug, and then they CGI it in. And by the way, there's the fucking raven on the staff in there somewhere. Steve, we're right
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah, I remember
But
we
no,
talked about it a lot.
the whole thing with the horn, part of it for me too, honestly, does kind of have to do with other moments, I suppose. But this is supposed to be the culmination for Matt, for the moment, for calling the heroes. There is so much impact in this scene in the books.
And he does it
You know,
selfishly.
it's the climax of a lot of things, and we get that. How can that not be a 10?
For
We
a
get
bridge
that, and then
battle.
it goes up Amarasu's ass in about 30 seconds. So,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, well, he blows the horn to fight 20 Sean Chan, and while the White Cloak boys are out there making mist to make cover. So, it look again the Sanderson stream, the gift that keeps on giving. I completely believe him when he said they weren't even going to do this, and he's like, "How do you not do the Great Hunt without the Horn of Valir?" And they put it in last minute.
Just so
And
you guys
it totally feels exactly that.
The Horn of Valir disappearing up Amarasu's prison
Yeah.
wallet was a separate moment, and it didn't make it to the final 64. Just so you guys know.
I want to declare here, I clearly need to go with a cask strength bourbon going forward to make it through
Very
this.
nice. We only have a few more moments to go, but
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter at all. Oh God.
Oh, good. We can't see. Oh, I just fucking said it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Foreshadowing. The moment we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, was that the fog of war was created by the White Cloak.
Look at all that fog!
Burning
So
much.
It can't be worst moment when it makes me laugh so hard.
What are we saying at the previous moment about the Horn of Valyr as a jug?
Oh,
what did
for
chat
that,
decide? Is that
chat
like a
was-
9?
There's
No,
I didn't-
it was close.
I don't know. I was yelling.
I saw 7s for that one, but I maybe
I'm
they didn't
seeing a
even
lot of
vote.
9s.
I don't know if we even
Traitors, all of you,
Look,
traitors.
it's a stupid
Lady
moment,
Anne's
but
still alive?
it's plot assassination. It's not character assassination, and that's more important to me.
Okay. And here's
Whatever.
another technical thing here. We can see the tower right there.
Yeah.
How do they not know that there is a white?
There's an
cloak army
army.
right there.
You can see the tower.
That's a really good point, man.
It's gonna get bombarded by trebuchets from this far.
We just
Don't worry
watched
about
Yeah,
it.
and we have another penis tower. What the hell?
Me and Nate just watched
All
this
towers
whole
of
thing.
penises, Trip. Get
The
over it.
amount
No,
of
they're
fog is
not.
ridiculous, and I can't believe you could. Dane has a clear shot of the tower, and it's just like, nah, we don't see any. They're behind those mountains. It must be ants.
Yep. This looks
Oh
like
my
it's a
God.
6 for the chat.
Yeah, I think 6 is. It's just so ridiculous. Oh
Burning
my God.
incense is a 6.
This is
Yeah,
the
this is a 6. Yeah.
this was the moment I realized that Daniel
It's
Green had no
inconsequential.
redeeming qualities because
All
he
right.
got excited during this moment in the watch.
It was the
Look at
tower.
that pause.
He was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." He literally said that.
Well, they also
Alex,
all
Alex,
said
this next moment should be the
Oh God.
the murder of Lord Jeffrey Bornhold.
oh,
I have
fucking
this
murderer.
Yeah.
Perrin the murderer. I'm pretty sure that was a 9.
We're getting close to the end here, folks, but this one we're going to throw it over to Nathan to comment on it once we see the murder actually happen.
Yeah, put your votes in the chat.
Oh my God.
Nathan, over to you because this
I
is
think he
one of the ones you put in your final four.
Nathan
No one
just
else
left.
did.
He stepped away. He had to step away.
Was it? So did I put an 8? I
put an 8.
I must have had to put it down from a 9 because man, this one.
Steve, Brian, you guys go. You guys put an 8, and if Nathan comes back in time to defend
Yeah,
it,
Go ahead,
I'm getting
ahead,
10s
Nicole.
and 9s here in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
This
8s, 9s, and 10s.
This was a 9 that I had to bring down to an 8 for sure. You know,
It had to be if that's what I voted. Yeah.
I blame
But
Dane.
Moradin says Final Four. And he's been in here all night.
blame me all you
I
want.
blame Dane for the rules of the suck
Yeah.
budget because this would have definitely been a 10 if I could, afford it. But yeah, I had to. This is an 8. This was originally going to be a 10, and I put it down to a 9, and I put it down to an 8.
It completely you've ruined Perrin's story. It validates the White Cloaks completely. It's like, how do you
How
not
is that a bad
understand this?
thing, Steve? You validate those who are on the side of.
Well, in this
justice
show,
and the light and the law?
the best looking people in the show, the White Cloaks, you're the best people on the planet right now. Because murderer.
he chops straight through a breastplate.
Could happen.
You know what could have saved this?
Not
scene?
really.
I'll tell you. There's one thing that could have saved this scene. Y'all know what it is.
If it was a pick, it could have done it.
No, if he was a werewolf.
Oh,
I really want to see that. Right,
If he was
right.
a werewolf and he bit his head off, it would have worked for me. All right.
Skyland's saying this is a 10 or like
this
0,
is
1,
either
0,
a 9 or
1,
a
0,
10
1,
based
0,
on
1.
chat feedback.
Doll is being like 10. Perrin wouldn't do that. And if we just bear in mind how kind of central this is to Perrin's plot in the books, right? Like, I know he killed White Cloaks in The Eye of the World, but it was because like a fit of rage or whatnot. But this is pure on murder.
Murder.
At the end
Pure
of the day.
murder.
Like,
murder.
Yeah.
and it's not like Hopper was Fitzy, right?
Yeah, we'd seen like 2 minutes of Hopper on screen before this shot too.
Like Fitzy is a cute dog, and like we've been around for a while. I think he's an old boy, and if someone killed him, I would kill the shit out of you.
Oh, you
right?
have to go full screen. We need to see Fitzy closer up.
Oh god. He killed a human because his pet dog, who we don't know, who was killing and attacking another one of his soldiers. Like, why would we expect Jeffrem to know that they're like freaking lovers? And Perrin is now officially an axe murderer because he's killed 2 people with an axe.
yeah.
So
Yeah, but here's the thing: like
Serial
even if
axe
like
murderer.
Hopper was a dog, which he's not, he's a wolf. But if he was a dog, he was his dog for like 3 days, which is like, okay, have you ever like taken care of a stray dog who like came into your like town or
But you don't
your
understand.
area? Huh?
Perrin's pregnant.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you don't understand. The people who write this show, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to pull that punch. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Perrin is pregnant. He's gonna have little pups when he turns into a werewolf.
Oh man. Yeah,
Somebody needs to make a. Somebody needs to make like a fan edit or something of Perrin doing that, but actually turning into a werewolf.
I mean, the show is missing trans representation. So, I mean, Rafe Judkins
No.
Rafe Judkins is a turf, I guess.
No,
that
it's
would
not.
be they're missing furry representation.
Oh, stop it, Trip.
Man, that's twice you've stopped for that.
Oh, okay, Alex, we got to stop this because we need to get a score on the Hopper murder. No, wait,
It was,
Jeffrey Bornhold murder. in
9 or
Revenge
10.
for Hopper.
Yeah, it was a 9 or 10 from the chat.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice pause face right there.
Yeah, like that's
Well,
the
no,
third
that-
time you've hit that pause. Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to put that as a 9, and that is an affirmation of Nathan,
Yep,
who's back
100%.
now, who rated this in his final 4. So good on you there. But let's move on to the next moment. We've only got 3 to go in the official 64, and this is Perrin blocks Ishmael's attack with a shield.
Oh, nice one, Staple Bow.
I love the metal on metal ringing it does too. That really.
Because we know the famous line from the books where what's the wolf guy's name?
Elias.
Where Elias talks to
Look at you,
talks to
Brian.
Perrin and says, hold on to the shield until you enjoy using it.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it was an axe.
No, it was a shield. You're wrong. You're dumb.
When you
I thought
serve
it
your
was a
dinner on
hammer.
the shield.
No, there are no hammers or axes in the books. It's a shield.
Over,
He
under?
He says I don't like holding shields. They're too heavy. And Elias says, well, keep it until you learn to love it, and then you can put the shield away.
Over under
just-
that
wait,
Perrin
what?
carries that around all of season 3.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
we said the same thing in season 1 about the axe he put down then. Like, I don't think Perrin does things in these.
He just picks up shit off the ground.
I was gonna say.
Well,
I was gonna
It's
say.
either put them down or murder Jeff from Bornhold.
Look at season 1. Matt gave him a knife that his dead wife made for him. And so he sits there and has an emotional moment about it in episode 2. We have never seen that knife since.
No,
He
we
fucking
saw it
lost
when he
that.
started the fire and he cut himself.
That's right. Yes.
So he takes the knife. He's like, I hated that bitch anyway.
I was gonna say, so if we have a list of all of the weapons that Perrin has used before a hammer, we have the axe that he killed his wife with, Matt's dagger, a random ass sword,
Yep.
the axe that he picked up in Faldara,
The trowel, the trowel,
He put-
and the
he
white
put it
trowel.
down before using it.
Trowel truncheon that he beat up the
Right.
the Shan-Chan with.
He picks up
Fence
Ray's.
post.
He picks up Ray's lightsaber and fights Kylo Ren with it for a little bit.
That's true too. The fence post in the Sean
Wait,
Chan
is that
attack.
Finn Ibarra or Pern Ibarra?
That's 6.
He gets a random stick. He gets a random stick in the Sean Chan attack.
Yep.
There's also he steals the sword from one of them
I
in
thought
the
he-
hallway with Ingtar.
That's true. He does.
Punches the Sean Chan in the helmet.
Yes, he does that. Okay, so we're up to 6 or 7 different weapons that he's used before a hammer. That's actually pretty impressive.
There is a scene where he has like a table leg as well.
Yep.
Jack
All right,
R, we
chat-
are almost done. We have, I think,
Chat-
2 more to
chat,
go.
What are you saying for this moment, though? Pern blocks Ishamael's attack with a shield, which he took from Uno, who's apparently a hero of the horn, who apparently earned hero of the horn status by sucking a
By
lot of
dying.
dick
Twice.
and dying. Twice. But I need to know when you guys were spamming 9s, like, was that too far back? Because I don't think this is too.
No, that's recent.
9 for the shield.
Gadfly's throwing a 6. Doll always throws 9s. This guy is freaking generous. Mark Clark, really? Dude, come on.
9 seems sort of high to me.
Lamb can't read,
ridiculous,
and you're
but-
like giving that a 1? Come on.
I mean, this moment is also like pretty symbolic too. Like but
yeah, it's
the
it's
average is
symbolic
an
of how
8.1.
shitty the fucking show is.
Again, there is one certain thing that could have saved this scene.
What? You know what it was? It was when
werewolves.
No,
Werewolf.
Ishamael was gonna blow Egwene off the tower top.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
he-
Uno again.
Ishamael yeeted Egwene away, and all it needed to be was like a foot higher, and she would have flown off the tower top and be gone.
Because we all know
Didn't
werewolves are impervious to magic, so werewolf.
It's true.
Okay. That one was an 8.
Oh my
All right,
god, this one.
Oh, son of
This one.
All right,
Oh.
the penultimate
Okay.
moment. Rand defeats Turok with the power, not with a sword fight.
Sorry.
Hey,
Super
we got a
Mario
new
Brothers.
member, Bill Moradin. Thank you so much.
Good on you, John.
Yay!
Thanks, buddy.
I don't know what the level that
I'm
is
sorry
because
this has to like come with this
Walk in the light.
moment.
It says.
Oh my god.
all right, you ready?
Trip, you ready for
No,
this?
no,
No.
I'm not.
Oh,
Nobody is.
This is
no.
so, and the heron.
put
Do
it
not
this
forget to
time.
look for the heron.
The heron marked sword. Let us see what is required.
Ah,
like,
The
how
Heron Mark sword is on his hilt here, but that's
Oh.
not this moment.
I
That
know
was
it's
a
not
separate
this
moment
moment.
that didn't make it to the
To
final.
earn the
series.
heron blade on this side of the ocean.
Maybe a guy with fucking nails the size of goddamn Cleveland.
What do you got against Cleveland?
The size of his
been there?
nails.
If you've been to Cleveland, he's right.
and then they make it like it's coming from a Gatling gun or something.
That was the
Jesus.
sound effect. But it was also like, if you remember the fucking trailer where it's like, oh, we're gonna get the showdown between Ren and Turok, and then it's like 2 seconds later, they're all dead.
This could have been a cool moment in like a rematch, you know? After you spent the first time he does a sword fight, and then he comes back, and then I'm just gonna. But
All right, Dane, this is a 10.
This is a 10 for Chad. And you
Wow.
know what? They're not subject to the suck budget. Just to remind everyone joining late or didn't catch it, I put all of our panelists under a suck budget. They were allowed only 1 10. They were only allowed 3 9s. That would be 9 or higher is their final 4. And then they were only allowed 8 8s.
did Uno get a suck budget?
Uno
That's
exceeded
disgusting,
his
but,
suck
yeah.
budget. That's what
Right,
happens when
straight
you
into
go over.
eternity, man.
All right, we're down to the last moment of the 64 that
I just
made it.
hadn't made a sex joke in like 5 minutes.
Wait,
so.
Lady B, you know?
No,
how
I got it. It
Wait,
was pretty
Lady
fun.
B, Lady B, you know how he knows how to use the power? We already covered that. Logain taught him how to take too much of the power in and throw up. So that's where he leveled up.
Sorry, I missed it.
This is just basic storytelling, setup and payoff, guys.
Yeah, like that makes perfect sense. The fact that he didn't do a sword fight.
I haven't gotten a word in all the stream.
Right, go ahead. Sorry,
Brian, over to you. Brian,
I'm gonna let you finish. But
what did everybody? I gave this one a 9. What the Turok one? What did you? Did you guys?
Oh, wow.
I didn't hear what you guys gave it.
Because we haven't gotten there yet, Brian.
No,
we did. I thought we were going on to the next one. That's why I was asking.
I did a 9. I don't remember. I
think I had an 8.
Vince gave it a 9. Nathan gave it a 9. Brian, you gave it a 9. Chat gave it a 10. This is going to be a high-rated moment.
Good, because I was channeling my inner prophet just now. I don't know if anybody saw through shit.
We got one more moment before we get to the relegation zone. So this is moment 64. Rand grips the blade of his sword to get the Heron mark. And let's remember, in the moment we just saw, Turok noted the Heron mark on his hilt, which hadn't been there before and is not apparently
gone again. It's gone again.
God, that is
What
so
is with
painful.
putting the hand on the back of shit and pushing it? What is with that?
He's not even bracing a Shamael. He's got both hands on the sword. It doesn't make sense. You got to snap off the tip of the sword before you push it through.
No,
any Jew will tell you that.
You can hold the sword on the hilt with 2 hands.
Are they vampires? Only fire can kill them? What the fuck are we doing?
Dane, I want to change my score. I made it a 6. I want to change it to a 7.
That's fair.
I don't remember. Did I make this?
I think the fact that Ishamael just stands there and doesn't move while Rand approaches him slowly with a sword is a lot worse than this moment. But yeah,
Alan, you were the low one on this one. You said this one was a 5.
Yeah, because I think that the fact that Ishamael just stands there is a worse moment. Like
that's very fair. That's a good answer.
Well, it's just like what he did at the end of season 1 when he was looking at Rand's light bulb and then just disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, so just looking at this, we have 10, 10, 7.
It's pretty high.
9, 6, 7, 10, 10. Damn,
it kind of averages to an 8 or something.
8 or 9, yeah.
Oh, 7.5, Dane.
No decimals allowed. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do now, I've got the Excel on a separate sheet, but I'm going to sort by the average score. What this means is we're going to get a relegation zone here. I've got 4 moments selected from my original seeding. We're going to drive on through this, and we're going to decide whether or not these 4 moments deserve an extra consideration relative to the bottom 4 that we've ranked tonight among the panel and among the chat. So give me a second here. Oh, Fitzy's barking, but that's okay. Sort by. Column O.
Oh God. That was painful.
Yeah. Hey guys. There are four moments to consider, and there are 4 moments that are on the bubble. The 4 moments that are on the bubble are the chapter 1 of The Great Hunt starts at the end of episode 6. That Moron and Swan are 60 at the start of the Aiel War. That Beltane happens again, even though it's only been 6 months.
Oh, I like that one, though.
And Min's haircut. Now, the rules that I said at the outset of this is that we need unanimity, which is if one person on this panel decides that nah, fuck off. That moment's not that bad. We won't consider it. So the first one that I say maybe bumps into the top 64 is Alana getting double penetrated.
I hate it, but it's repetitive, right? I think that her grooming is
we have the grooming already, right?
Yeah,
We
it's
have the
repetitive.
grooming scene. We just need to weigh it versus the other 4. Is it worse? Yes or no? Like, you don't have to. Just, if you want me to run through the 4 inserts,
please.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of gross. If you don't want to make your decision now, that's fine. But let's go to the second one. Barthanes makes the best ham and butter sandwiches.
No.
Yes, immediate 1 C.
Yeah.
Damn it, LPK. No
One.
sandwiches.
Okay, so Trip is
Jane, are
vetoing
you
that
able
one.
to share the Excel so that
Trip's
the
not alone.
chat-
I'm going to share the Excel in a little bit because once we're through this, I can I can show the
can rank 'em.
scenes
Yeah,
for
get those
the,
sandwiches out of there.
bracket.
Sandwiches. Get this.
So the sandwiches ain't happening. Guys,
LP,
you know what that
LPK,
means?
let the record reflect. I battled for you.
Delicious. So yummy.
Chapter 1 of The Great Hunt is
Okay, doll, go ask your woman to make you one.
All right.
Oh, really?
All right.
Lady B, did you hear that? You need to walk up and smack it.
I hope she brings you a sandwich right now. That'd be so funny.
Oh my god.
Lady B. Lady B.
Yeah,
The third
except if I was him,
Come
I
on.
wouldn't be eating it.
Guys,
I can't start a chant and
The third
In
alternate
fairness, I don't
moment.
think we have any bread.
Guys, and I ask you to bear in mind who's not with us this evening because he's out serving not my country, but most of yours.
No.
Moron murders a horse.
this one.
Yes. Moron Mors. Yes.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah,
pisses me
yeah.
off. This
Yeah,
is
this
one
gets
can-
in.
Yeah.
I'm for that one. Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay. Unanimity, we're considering this one.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes.
the fourth one are the Shan-Chan soldiers that unloaded Egwene, Elaine, and Nynaeve, then walked away from them, and then let their ladies monologue, and then 2 of those 3 escaped.
Into an open field of nothing. Oh, sorry.
It's pretty dumb.
Hey, they got through the trees
But-
and they were
but-
safe.
Yeah.
Again, we're
Yeah.
comparing these 3 moments, so it's
That compared
Alana
to the
being
other
double
4,
penetrated.
I mean, I'm okay with
Moron
that.
murders a horse,
Because
the Shan-Chan letting the girls go, versus Morin and Swan being 60, Beltane happening again, but only after 7 months, and Min's haircut.
I
We have no-
think
there's no
moron
write-in.
murders
Can
a
we get a
horse
write-in
is
vote?
worse.
I was gonna say. So I think I don't think we're gonna replace any of these, but I think what we probably should do is post it up on the Discord and see if anybody wants to nominate like 5 or 6 to look at. Because I agree with the chat.
No, Alex, we got to go through this tonight because
Yeah.
we got to post a full
So
bracket tonight.
we like just to be devil's advocate, we've had a lot of DF Mins in
Yeah.
from that moment.
Let's get the haircut out of there. Replace it with Dark Friend.
I
right
mean,
now.
I mean, if you're good for that, I think that would be probably widely.
Well, tell you what, let's ask chat to give us a whole bunch. I think we all agree that Dark Friend Min is a good answer, but is there
And the
is
horse.
there anything
I think the
non-sandwich?
Dark Friend Min is not an answer. It's Min's
Min's
haircut
haircut.
is shitty, but Min going to the dark side is not up for grabs here.
Well, that's what I think we're saying is let's let the chat throw in 5 or 6 and let's talk about it because I agree. I think this field could be better.
I'm sorry, it's my shitty field.
Okay.
Make
All right,
a little, make a
I
little
can't
mini
expand it too
bracket
much.
from these.
No.
Yes.
No, guys, this is me.
Yeah.
I have not had any ratings throughout this entire night. This is basically me looking at what I initially rated, as well as close races from the initial 2 rounds.
Mhm.
And this is what is basically, these are the top 4 as far as what I judged and then kind of were narrowly defeated. These are the moments that were kind of close. So these are the ones I'm asking judgment on. We can't go beyond this because otherwise we'll be here forever. So
Okay.
if you guys are saying that Barthana's and his ham and jambon sandwiches is an ixnay, that's fine. We'll take that out. That's not to be decided. It won't make it. But if you guys think that Moron murdering a horse is worse than Min's haircut, okay, we got a discussion. If we think that Alana being double penetrated is already covered by a previous moment where she brags about how to get double penetrated, fine with me as well. But these are the ones that like I settled upon for tonight. We're not going to expand the scope because we can't do it. We got to get this bracket up, and we got to get voting in a couple of days.
Everything, but I think for me, anyways, just speaking for myself, I think everything's pretty much a side grade at this point, except for maybe the horse.
Yep, agree with Steve. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm good with
So
that.
it sounds like the only moment of the 4 potential to get unanimity would be Moron murdering a horse.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
means the
Min's hair.
only relegation moment at risk is Min's haircut.
Yes.
So if the panel here is in agreement that Min and her haircut is not as bad as Moron murdering a horse, I'll swap those 2 out. And I don't have to move that moment up. That moment, number 64, is going to face off against Rand kneeling for the final 2 episodes of the season. So it's like, this is a moot point. This is basically, okay, you've been promoted to basically suicide against the top moment of the whole show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So with that, I think we're in agreement. So barring that change, I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see here. Slide, video file, share screen. Okay, share screen.
An algorithm, Lady B.
So within the Excel, just to give everyone a presentation of what the bracket is going to look like. We got 2 sides of it. Hopefully y'all can see this. I'll zoom in a tad here if I fucking can. Whoops. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm
You're trying to fit it all.
I'm trying to get it a little bit bigger. So, in essence, what
He's
we've got
self-inserting
here,
the spreadsheet.
yeah. So, what we're going to get is Face It on Your Feet is going to face off against not Min's haircut, but Moron murdering a horse. Rand convinces Lanfear to show Egwene the dream world, even though that doesn't make sense, versus Rand seeking out Logain is somehow his plan. Matt abandons Egwene when he sees her crying versus Land cannot read. I think that's a dark horse, so fuck y'all. 16, Rand and Lanfear fucking versus You Are the Water That Turns the Wheel Itself. Moron destroys the entire Shan-Chan Navy, even though she's not in danger, versus Lanfear murders Leandrin's son, and she's fine with that. Matt throws his Ashandare into Rand. Women can only detect the other women channeling with a talent, but men glow. Lanfear asks the light to protect Rand versus Matt opens the Horn of Valyr with a dagger. And then Nynaeve practices the sword with warders. Moron claims Lan was never her equal because he's better than her.
That was going to be a tough one, I think.
Moron turns the weave into a fire dragon, proclaiming Rand for him, versus Chapter 1 of The Great Hunt starts with the end of Episode 6. Damane ball gags that can be just spit out, versus Alana grooming Egwene for her own DP scene. Rand whoring himself out to Celine versus Rand is tied to a sex wheel in Teleran Rehad.
What are the
We've
odds?
got Dark Friends have Take Your Daughter to Work Day versus Leandrin castigates Suroth for slavery 5 seconds after doing slavery. Rand asks Lanfear for help precipitating mass murder versus Fog of War created by the White Cloak Children. Matt remembers his past lives drinking Zoolander tea versus Uno sucking dick. The Horn of Valyr is a jug versus Pern's wolf powers, giving him plot vision.
Oh my God.
Rand defeating Turok with the one power, not a sword fight, versus Rand shaves his head for a disguise. But he still
Plot
goes
vision?
by
We
his
already
plan.
had to go through these
Plot
things.
vision was that low, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Plot Vision was a low seed.
That's a dark horse, I think. Now, shit. Damn.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's about
The
right.
other side of the bracket. Matt's Shatter Logoth dagger plus a stick and tape equals an Ashendare. That's the second seed. It's going up against Beltane happening again, but only after 7 months. Lance snitches on Moron and the Dragon Reborn when confronted versus Moron's great plan involves a never sleep again phase. This is going to be a tough one, and the thing is, yeah, I don't know if that's going to survive the next round. Either
It
of
is
these
not.
two. No. Loyal and Uno are alive. Their earlier deaths are not explained. Versus Moron leaves on her own and then blames Lan for being attacked.
That'll be a good one.
Rand grips the blade of his sword to get the Heron mark. Leandrin led the series in spoken words until the final episode. That's going to be close, I think. Closer than we think.
Yeah.
Nynaeve pushes the arrow through Elaine with the fletchings attached. Versus
Wagon.
Elaine doesn't know the three. I think,
That
yeah.
is
the-
10?
Yeah.
Wagon.
There was a
That's
lot
gonna
of shit.
dominate.
That's gonna
It's
go
going to
right
do
through.
well, but a round or two.
Man, Arrow
All
versus
the way to the
Ash and
final.
Darai is gonna be a hell of a Sweet 16 or Elite 8 matchup.
Elaine heals Rand's wound with Nynaeve right beside her versus Lanfear, Ishmael, and LTT being in a throuple. We'll see. Nynaeve makes no choices in her accepted trials versus the Shatter Logoth dagger melts doors but is otherwise harmless.
That's an upset.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ern axe murders Lord Bornhald over a dog versus Min's aunts. That's an easy one. I think Bornhald is going to take that one. Egwene is the one who fights Ishmael in the climax versus Moron and Swan being 60. That's going to go to Egwene probably, unless our Discord is retarded. Rand ditches his girlfriend for the mad woman who murders and ruined his life. Versus Logain trains Rand for all of 30 seconds. That's a toss-up.
Yeah, I think that's an upset right there.
Ern blocks Ishamael with a shield. Ishamael undermined his own master plan by releasing Lanfear. That could be a dark horse there.
That could as well.
Egwene frees herself from Rena. A novice is barely able to answer what the 5 flows are. That's going to go to Egwene. Rand murders a bully nurse versus where does the third one go?
Is the seating wrong on that?
Wow.
Where does the third one go? Is 54 and Bully Nurse
Really?
11?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was not rated
Really?
high. I blame Trip.
Bully Nurse was rated high.
Oh, Trip ruined this with her 1.
Yeah, probably. Tying off weaves are a lost talent from the Age of Legends. Matt gets teleported to Falm, so why did Min have to take him to Kyrian? Honestly, I
That's an
think
upset.
tying off the weaves is probably rated low, and I think the teleportation thing is. I'll give this to.
That one could be tough, yeah.
Yeah. Ingtar dying pointlessly. This is not this version of his arc. This is him going into a wider alley versus Land pissing on a tree. I'll put this as a toss-up. And
I
then
don't know.
Ingtar getting no redemption arc. I think this one will go deep.
It
Versus Land wondering why Logain is still mad. Guys, I'm gonna post these, or I'm gonna take this Excel. I'm gonna scrub it for my comments that helped me kind of guide us through our chat today. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna scrub it. I'm gonna put this Excel up within the Discord so that anyone can download it. If you guys want to predict a bracket, the key thing here is you go to the second tab that's called bracket, and you put a 1 where you think the winner is, you put a 0 where you think the loser is, because the formulas that I've put in are based on a greater than, less than formula. So it's got to be greater than in order to win. But it should be fairly fucking straightforward unless you're completely stupid. If it's a yellow highlighted blue number with a 1 or a 0, put the higher number on what you think will win, and it'll propagate towards the middle, and you'll get a full bracket. Now, if you predict it, if you go in and you basically say, this is what I think it'll be, and you're able to post this over the weekend, I'll have something to compare back to the ultimate result. And the person in our Discord who has the most accurate bracket will have a guest spot when we do our fucking rewatch of this whole season. If you want it. If all you want to do is basically like, haha, I was right, and I don't want to join you assholes because you guys are losers, that's fine by us.
Where do they submit it? Their brackets, you said?
They just throw it on the Discord, or better yet, just ping me, DM me. It'll be fun. Like I'll answer to it. But that's the key thing. We'll put it up, because the key thing with this whole March Madness shit is people love posting their predictions.
Yeah.
So let's do this time. I'll put this up probably tonight, unless I'm hammered. I kind of am. But it'll be up in the next few hours. So you'll have an Excel in order to like play with. Put your predictions in, and save a copy for yourself, unless like you think I'm shady, and we'll edit it. But probably won't.
If it had sandwiches on it, you would, or land reading.
Yeah, I know. I got to edit it for that one.
What do the
thing
winners get? Those people who predict correctly or the closest?
I just said they get to like join us for a rewatch. So
Okay,
that's
sorry,
not really a
I
prize,
didn't hear it, Mr.
doesn't sound like a
Attitude.
prize.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's because your power's out, and that's your only excuse.
No,
Anyways.
I'm stoned. That's what my excuse is, so pardon me.
Anyways, after 2 days of this being up for your predictions, we are going to like mimic the actual NCAA tournament and their rounds, and leave the brackets up, or at least the rounds up, to mirror what's going on with the basketball tournament. So we'll have a couple of days for each round of the tournament, and make sure that there's plenty of voting on the Discord so nobody can miss it. Again, it's going to be emoji voting, as you guys have seen before.
Yeah.
We'll be posting updates very frequently, and we might have a stream midway through or later on to kind of show where everyone's going and highlight those people who have predicted it accurately so far. Fitzy's barking for me, so I'm going to throw it to Alex while I go outside and let the dog out. But I'll let him finish off the stream. So
Cool. Well, I think we're almost done here. I'm going to give it about 10 seconds for Dane to leave. All right. Might be adding a couple of these like Dark Friend Min in. Don't worry, boys. We'll get some of this handled. And then I don't know. Pretty much I think we're just about done here. We've got over 3.5 hours. Good Lord. So I guess I'm just gonna toss it around the room. Brian, what are you plugging?
Excuse me, sorry. Plug-in. Next stream I'm doing is Chillporial on Thursday. I'm gonna have the one and only, and I probably should have invited him much sooner, Zax. I'm gonna have Zax on Thursday. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna watch Band of Brothers to prepare for this one. I'm gonna watch Shogun. I might watch a few other things that he's really talked about. So it's gonna a lot of me watching stuff because I haven't been watching anything. So, but yeah, that's my next stream, and still working on my 2001 video. So still doing research on that. So
I got you. Alrighty. And then real quick, before I toss it over to Tex-Mex, I just wanted to say thank you to Lady B. She put together the intro and the outro that you're going to see in a minute here. Could not do this without her. She did a ton of work to make this go. So, quick round of applause to her. So, Techmex, what do you got going on?
Yeah, well, I have my YouTube channel. I have a live stream every Sunday night where it's a book club, but for movies and TV shows. We're going over Shogun every week right now. Invincible is starting up again. So there's actually like good stuff to talk about right now. It's fun. If any of you guys want to come on, you just need to DM me. You can guest. Yeah, that's my channel. I would actually like to propose a stream that I would love to do with all of you guys. It's something I've done on my channel before, and it's painful but more fun than this, I think. I would love to force you guys to to structure the Wheel of Time TV show. If you were the showrunner, and I think the consensus was they were planning on doing 8 seasons, to do a stream where I have like a chart. It's similar to like those tier list rankings where you have to decide which books go into which season, and you have to make it's tough because you got to make sacrifices and squish books together, it is not pleasant to do.
So Winter's Heart doesn't make the list,
huh?
So Winter's Heart doesn't get put on the list.
Yeah, basically, Winter's Heart gets cut. But I think I've done it a couple times with book fans, and I think it would be really fun to do with you guys. Maybe a celebration after this madness.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
There's also an alleged Elric stream in the work that works.
That's my fault. That's all on me.
Yeah, when are we doing Elric, huh?
I'm on evenings all next week. So okay. I mean, now that hopefully all my other stuff is settled. Maybe not next week, but the week after that, I'm on midnights as long as I don't go too late. So my schedule's all over the damn place, as you guys know. So, but yeah, so maybe 2 weeks. If that works.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yep.
Am I missing something? I don't know what you're referencing.
Total Recall, dude. 2
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got you. No. I got you now. The face. I got you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. It took me a minute. Your acting wasn't quite
shut
up
up.
to your normal. Wasn't up
You're
to your
right
normal
about that.
standard, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
And then Steve, what about you?
What about me? Well, we're doing the autopsy thing. We're almost there, right?
Those are great, by the way. Keep doing those. I love those.
Yeah, so they've been fun. It's crazy how bad those fights are, but so the fight autopsies for the rest of the season. It's gonna take us a minute to get through the last episode 8. Man, that's a dinger, all the way around. It seems so. Like I said, I don't know about next week, but maybe the week after that, we'll see. We got to figure out when we want to do it, just because of my weird work schedule. But got that. I just released a certain interview with a
awesome
with a potential exclusive interview for Sam Io. It's the best audition tape ever, man. I mean,
I seriously had a tear watching that.
I mean, come on, right? So we got that video out. Hopefully we have. Hopefully I get the chance to do some more. I got to do my Final Fantasy thing and all that stuff too. But yeah, trying to stay busy, get back into it. Every time I have in the past, something's knocked me down. So hopefully we get my feet under me and can get running. Thanks to all you guys though for this. A lot of work. Of work. I know you guys put a lot of work into this, so thank you. It's been fun. I know we've had some fun doing votes on my channel, trying to bring attention to it. So I appreciate you guys, and thanks for having me. Thanks.
Yep, absolutely. Nathan, last but not least.
Well, I'm just drinking some good bourbon right now.
Yeah, buddy.
And outside of that, doing the fight autopsy, doing this with you guys. That's pretty much all I have on my plate because I'm on zero motivation to do anything on my channel at the moment. So, it's all good. But so just stay tuned for Fight Autopsy. We may actually, it has been getting a good response, so we may have to expand to another show.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
make fun of it.
We've been having fun. So more informed people every week. So
gonna make me watch another bad, horrible show.
we can watch a good one. Like we can watch.
That's
a
true.
Good
We
one.
could
Why not? Watch a good one with some good.
Watch Shogun.
Shogun,
as a
seriously,
comparison.
Man, it's good.
Shogun is
Great.
so good.
Oh, it's
It is.
incredible. It's
Freaking incredible.
episode
He
4
said
was
it's it's
amazing.
the best show since Better Call Saul.
It's possible that's true actually. So
Was Reacher season 1?
no,
After
it wasn't
Better
better
Call
than Reacher season 1. I think it's better than Reacher.
Yeah,
personally.
You think Shogun's better than Reacher season 1?
Yeah,
Shogun has
different.
excellent source material.
Yeah.
I like Reacher.
This
season
last
1.
episode was great too, though.
It's really it's extremely good. It's extremely good.
The potential for Shogun is freaking sky high right now if they keep on this trajectory.
Well, they're building towards a giant confrontation, so the build up has been excellent. So
if they do some Braveheart level type of action sequences in the last couple episodes, I am just going to need multiple pairs of pants.
I mean, dude, a cannonball blows 2 people up. I mean, good lord,
so good.
Chainshot wiped out like
It
5.
was so
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Trip, I apologize. Is there anything you wanted to plug?
The rewatches whenever you guys get around to those.
Those will probably be after March Madness. So,
Well, I'm sure, but I think they're probably coming up decently soon, from what I understand.
oh
so
man, that's
I'm
so
quite
fun.
sure I will invade. However, however many you guys will let me invade of those.
absolutely.
Trip. That sounds spicy.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to our boy Pips. Stay safe, buddy.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anywho, that is about all that I think we have here. Unless anybody else has anything.
I'm excited for that sandwich that Lady B is going to be making you shortly.
Yeah, can we keep
You
the
want
stream going?
pictures?
Chuck.
There's
Butter though. Don't forget the butter.
Yeah.
something I forgot to mention. I'm gonna start Lord of Chaos in the next couple weeks, so just keep an eye out for that one. And then I'm probably gonna take a break after that one. So
it's a good place,
dude. I'll be honest. If you want to take a break after the end of Lords of Chaos, you're a better man than I am.
Right?
It might be hard. But
I mean, I wanted to, after the Great Hunt, I wanted to read The Dragon Reborn right away. I read the prologue, loved it, but then the story got really slow again, and I lost interest. And then the same with The Dragon Reborn going into the Shadow Rising. Really loved the ending of the Dragon Reborn. Went to the Shadow Rising, listened to a little bit of it, got bored of it. So I don't know if it's gonna be any different for me. So, and I'm assuming that it's gonna be. I mean, I'm assuming that's gonna be a great ending and all that. Hoping it is. I hope it's not underwhelming for me. And yeah, I know bad takes. I know last couple of books. Yeah, I know. I get it.
You're good, man.
When Suan proclaims kneel before the Lord Dragon, I mean, we'll see.
Who won?
Exactly.
Steve, you are such a little shit stir. But anywho, we are getting ready to call it a night, so I'm gonna hit the outro. And,
right.
Walk in the light, everybody.
Just before we go, I just
The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one age, called the Third Age by some, an age yet to come, an age long past. a wind rose in the mountains of mist. The wind was not the beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time, but it was a beginning.